Welcome to the Wind Up Podcast, brought to you by C4 Bad Company, Issa Cookies, Ferrari Michelada Mix, Rick Web Design, and Frank the Tank Grill. What was it? 7 Grillers?
Team 7 Grillers.
Man, my
baby.
bad, Frank. My bad, Frank. It's too long. He's going to have to shut it down. He's going to have to shorten it just a little bit. We're here today on a Friday. Also, we have our guest from Adidas Baseball, Sam Marrero. How you doing today, Coach? You doing well?
Yeah, guys, I'm doing real well. Appreciate it. Yeah, it's on.
Okay.
Yeah.
You doing well?
Yeah, I'm doing real good, guys.
Good.
Just glad to be here.
Good, and we're glad you're here. Also here today with us is our producer, Julio Ramirez, Mr. Chicken Man himself. How you doing today?
What's up?
How the chickens?
They're good. They're great.
When are we gonna meet? And when are we gonna eat one?
Nah, you eat their eggs.
No,
I
I'm
think
good.
my wife will let you.
No, I'm good. I'm good at that. Also, we're with Versace Mariachi, Ferrari Michelada Mix Kid.
The Golden Boy.
Not really,
No?
but Houston Texan fan,
Yes.
Kansas City Chief fan.
Yes.
I just found out today he's a Philadelphia Eagle fan.
Yep.
In other words,
Yep.
he's a fan of everybody in the NFL.
I love football, man.
Representing and wearing a Banditos baseball shirt today, given to us by Coach Corey Gafford.
Yep.
Junior Aguilar, how you doing today, Junior?
Man, I'm doing awesome, man.
Are you really?
I'm doing great.
How's your week been, dude?
Man, it feels long for some reason. Felt long all week.
Dude, I've been tired all week. I don't know what the deal is, man. I mean, it's just like, first of all, it's starting to get hot outside.
Yeah, it is.
Okay, so that's number one. And then I think I'm running out of stuff to watch on TV now. I'm getting there.
You can only watch so much on TV.
What'd you watch? Or what?
Okay, so I went through Amazon. I already saw Bosch. I don't know if y'all have ever seen Bosch on Amazon. Have you seen it, Coach?
Nah, man, all I've watched the last 3 or 4 weeks has been Swamp People. I mean, that's like one of my ringtones now, bro. So I told my boy, I said, yeah, you know, we do a little fishing, but that's gonna be a walk-up music, bro. That's when we go play in Louisiana, just piss them off. You know?
Okay, that's I wasn't expecting Swamp People. I was thinking like something else, but okay, that's cool.
That's funny.
So I've been watching Bosch, and then I started watching. I'm back on All American again. I'm back on All American again. I left it for a while, and then I'm back on it. Did anybody draft that receiver? What's his name? Who's the main character? Y'all don't watch All American?
I've watched like 2 episodes.
Yeah,
man.
that's what I was gonna say. I watched the first 2, and that's about it.
Man, I guess I'm gonna be.
It
by
reminded
myself.
me of the QB1. You know what I mean? Like it just, I don't know.
What do you mean? QB1 was actually real though, man.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
but like I don't know, like these kids, they just can't act anymore, man.
Okay.
They should have put
I
like.
actually thought he acted pretty good. Well, you know, okay. So the main actor's like terrible, but like everybody else is all right. And so I'm watching that. I'm back on that. I was nah, Beth, I'm actually gaining weight, but thank you though. So
Damn.
And so now so I don't have Hulu. Well, I do have Hulu, but man, Hulu's like it's like Wendy's. It's like, you know, it's that burger place that
Yeah.
you see, but you never go because you go to Whataburger and you go to wherever you're going to go.
You like what you're used to.
Yeah, exactly.
Hell
So
yeah.
Hulu's like Wendy's to me, so I'm never going to go there. But as far as Amazon Prime is concerned and Netflix is concerned and then, you know, whatever else. But I'm going to start, so I got that HBO Now app for free.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Oh,
I'm gonna
you got this all because of that TV, huh?
nah, you know, somebody.
No,
Came with the 1-year subscription.
Yeah, so when you were talking about that TV,
Mm-hmm.
I went there. I was like, man, I went to Walmart, and I was like, oh, that's the TV. I was like,
Did you
know,
get it?
Yeah, I bought it.
Okay, good.
You know, and I was like, yeah,
That's
you know,
awesome.
I bought it, and then, you know, I put it up and everything. But my little boy, he's 13, and he goes to put it on, and I'm telling him, like, Isaac, he's like, Dad, no, you got to get this, and you got to get this. I mean, there's Roku,
Yeah.
Hulu.
Yeah, there's everything
Man,
on there.
And then I was like, well, is this free? And then, like, yesterday, I started seeing all these charges coming on my card on my alert. Like $9.95, $24.95, $19. I said, oh, man, this ain't going to work, bro. It's like I'm paying cable all over again. I already spent like $280 of cable.
Man, we're gonna have to talk to you after.
Ooh,
We're gonna have to talk to you
yes,
after the show.
yes.
We're gonna have to
Oh,
talk to you
bro.
after the show.
We gotta put
Coach,
you on when we
gotta
on.
put you on, man. We're gonna put you on, but we can't. We'll talk to you about it later.
I used to pay
congrats
$280.
me too. True story. I saw our bank statement, and I saw like a car payment. I asked my wife, I'm like, she goes, oh, that's Xfinity bill. I'm like, oh no. We gotta go. And so I'm sure I'm not the only one, but that's just how it goes. But I'm glad you copped the TV. Obviously, a lot of other people that got the check cost the TV.
Yeah.
One thing about that stimulus check that came out before we get into baseball, you now know amongst your friends who makes below $75,000.
Yeah. I didn't get a check.
Yeah, I didn't either. I'm still
Fair
looking
enough.
though. I'm still looking, and so it's one of those things where, I want to get it, and I know I'm not getting it, but I still go to the mailbox just to.
Yeah, just
see if you
hopefully,
got
hopefully
it.
there's an error somewhere.
Yeah, it's just like when you go to Jack in the Box like at 2:30 in the morning and you order 4 tacos, you hope they give you 5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They never do, right? They never do. And then so I'm doing that the same way with the check, and I'm like, man, maybe one day it's gonna come. Maybe Uncle Sam will mess up, but
I get lucky with those 10 pieces. They slip one extra one every once in a while.
really, okay,
Nice.
man, that's
So
never.
somebody over here, this McDonald's can't count too.
Hey, but you know what's going to come? Hopefully, one of the best things that's going to come out of this pandemic is that the drive-throughs should be really trained and they should operate at an all-time high.
Yeah.
Because that's all they're doing right now. However, the McDonald's on Highway 6 in Sugar Land is terrible. It is absolutely terrible. So I don't think they're going to get any better. But that's just me. But I mean, we still got a couple of more weeks.
Yeah.
But if you hear or if you talk to select baseball parents, maybe we're around the corner, Julio.
What's that?
What do you think, man, about coming back? There's always different emails. I stopped reading emails.
Did you get that one from? Okay, so like some organizations,
Okay.
they're going to end up having to make these parents sign these waivers that they're not responsible for.
We talked about that last week, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
let's
with
bring
you
it
on
up.
that. Yeah, I'm with you on that.
Let's bring it up. I
I'm
got a
with
couple of those.
Yeah.
I'm with you on
Adidas
that.
hit us already this week.
Did they really?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
shout
was
out.
going to do it anyway. I was going to do that anyway.
How do you
And,
feel about that, man?
Man, at the end of the day, everything's CYA, dude. Everything's CYA. And
Of course.
And with these guys getting older, and everybody's more worried about their kids' arms and getting ready for high school and everything, we're going to start implementing our, I did it with my older group as well, to where you got to sign something saying we're not responsible for your
Yeah.
arm.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, these parents, not all of them, but, you got that one, always that one bad apple. And if their kid don't make it, it's not because their kid's not good.
Right. No, I hear you.
God forbid that. It's because somebody did something somewhere down the road that stopped them from.
Yeah. No, I'm with
Progressing.
you, man. I'm with you. Shout out to Thomas Johnson, Beth, Alfredo Blanco, Joey Campos from the Valley, Rico Fuentes. He said, "What's up, Sam?"
Yeah, where's he at?
Oscarín,
Rico.
Alfredo Cruz, Fidel Aleman, who's
Boy,
that?
Rob.
Michelle Mike Little,
What's up, Rob?
uh,
Rob's
Denise
been
Rodriguez, John
Nonstop.
Reese,
Shout out everybody tuning in.
Larry House.
Oh, I didn't see that. My oldest son is watching.
Oh, nice.
Or
Good
he
job.
was.
But yeah, so we're all waiting. We're all waiting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out to Mr. Tim Johnson that I went to. I went to deliver some bats to him today, and he has a nice New Balance store right there in the Galleria, 1800 South Post Oak. I think that's the correct thing. So if you need any New Balance stuff, make sure you go over there. I copped some glasses. I got some slides. Ordered some shoes. Man, great customer service.
Nice.
But I'm telling you that to tell you this. So in the Galleria area, there was less cars than when I went into the Sugarland area. It's like maybe I missed the email or the Facebook Live thing about opening up Sugarland. Man, Sugarland was packed today, dude. I mean, it was a regular Friday in Sugarland. But then I was in the Galleria, and man, I was just like, I went in and out just like nothing. So
Yeah.
people are starting to go out.
You know-
People are starting to go out.
Let me ask you something. What sport do you think has the most hard-headed people?
I think
My,
we're talking about
my
like
peop-
youth or all around?
My people gonna tear me up, bro. All right, I'll tell you what sport right
Baseball.
now.
Who was it?
Nah, man, soccer.
Oh.
Soccer, bro.
What?
I drive by Pasadena High School,
Okay.
and they don't know nothing about no social distancing, bro. There's about 120 of them out there playing soccer, 60 on 60.
Hell yeah.
And then there's a team out there, a track team that's out there practicing as well.
Really?
With the coaches, yeah. They I think they might have taken a break a week.
Is it like a?
There's a field just on the side in between the two one way.
Yeah. I know what you're
Yeah,
talking
and
Right in the middle.
Right in the
Okay.
middle. Mm-hmm.
Man, I did not
and-
know that.
Yeah, and they're out there.
jam packed.
Jam packed.
Wow.
Jam.
Pasadena holding it down. I'm telling you.
And that's what I'm saying. I said, I ain't hating on. I'm gonna get your exercise and all that in, but don't be, don't be doing no fundraising for no COVID-19.
We're gonna talk about that. We're gonna talk about that.
I'm just saying, don't want to see that.
It's funny you bring that up, but we're gonna get to that. And just to end up on New Balance Houston, it's NewBalanceHouston.com. They'll take care of you over there. I had a great experience over there today, so just want to make sure I get a shout out. Like I said, all the shoes are there. Nice location. So make sure you go over there.
Nice.
And copy some New Balance, because I only wear Adidas and New Balance. And so
no Jordans?
Nah.
Come on.
Nah, man.
You're not too old.
Listen, my last pair of Nikes.
No LeBrons. Come on, man.
No, never, never.
Come on.
No
Guy-
Melos.
No Kareems?
Guys that know me know that I do not wear Nikes
No Kareems.
at all. Nah, Kareem. Well, we're gonna
Or what, Chuck Taylor?
we'll get into that later.
What do you wear? Chuck Taylor?
Nah, yeah, he probably did.
The Air Monarchs.
He probably did. But see,
that's
y'all
so
threw me off.
funny.
Y'all threw me off my game. But yeah, but yeah. So go check out NewBalanceHouston.com and order you some gear over there. Julio, man, what are you eating over there, dude?
Yeah,
And
no.
what's that shirt? What's that shirt you got on, bro?
Star Wars.
Star Wars? You're one of those dudes?
Hell yeah.
Okay.
What they call them?
Nerds?
I know. No, Star Trek. That's Trekkies.
Yeah.
And-
What is Star Wars?
I don't think they have a nickname for Star Wars.
Oh, I'm
okay.
sure they do.
Oh, okay.
But-
I'm not a super diehard fan, but I just wanted to wear the shirt today.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, hey, it is what it
And
is.
I'm eating some Lay's kettle cooked jalapenos.
Yeah, those suckers. I crushed them on Wednesday. Those suckers.
Yeah, he
were
did.
good.
He did finish my chips. Dude. He offered me my chips.
They were pretty good, man. So let's get into it, man. Let's talk. Okay, so what do you want to talk about first?
Man,
Junior?
I want to talk about the fundraising that's going on right now, man. Y'all stop it, man. All this damn fundraising for World Series. Man, we ain't playing no World Series, man. You're not going to Florida. You're not going to Gulf Shores.
You're not going to where? Sulphur?
I don't even think we're ever going to go
Atlanta?
able to go to Sulphur.
Didn't the beaches open up down there already?
Yeah, the
Yeah.
beat. Hey,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
So they need that money for the beaches.
I got my eye on the. Yeah.
Man, they need to
I'm gonna be
stop
there.
it, man.
Hey,
I saw
have
like
you
30
seen that?
posts.
Have you seen that guy that comes in this neighborhood and he picks up scrap metal on like Sundays? And,
Yeah.
Okay, so if all these parents, when we've been off, if they would have been scrapping, they would have had enough money already.
You know what? I had
I
some
don't
guys.
know.
Yeah.
I had some guys today pick some up.
I mean, hit me up. I got some metal laying around on the side
Yeah,
of the
same
house.
here. Same here.
No, that's- come on, man.
Hey man, but yeah, talk about those fundraisers. They're still going hard. Like, man, come buy these squares. You know,
Ain't nobody playing.
man, I know. That's what I'm laughing at.
So
I
what, are
told
they going to
Steve,
wait? Are they going to wait till when? September, October? When are they going to do squares?
I don't know.
I'm just asking. So when are they going to do squares?
They're trying to sell squares for
Hey,
the
now
the replay.
Hey, now that you mention it,
When they
that's
gonna
got to
do
be the funniest shit ever, dude. How are they gonna sell these squares? Like, will they simulate a Madden game or what?
Put on simulation mode. Right?
I like that. I like that.
Hey, we're gonna simulate a Madden game. $20 squares.
That could be it. What's up, Nick Ortiz? I'm gonna go see you next week, dude.
But look,
I'm gonna be on that side.
if these coaches and organizations can get away with having a COVID fundraiser, right, or a raffle, you know, I'm gonna start up my own GoFundMe, and it's gonna be for beer. What was the list, Julio? Beer, equipment. What else?
Some shades and some hand
sunglasses.
sanitizer.
Oh yeah. Beer, hand sanitizer,
Some
shades,
and a Lambo truck.
a Lambo truck. So
All the necessities.
all the necessities. Help
Hey.
me raise $500,000.
Okay, so
GoFundMe.
what's the difference between their fundraiser and what the NFL draft is doing right now?
Tax write-off.
To who?
Yeah.
The NFL or? Okay.
Yeah.
So are you gonna talk about the NFL?
Yeah. You want to talk about the NFL right now?
No, I'm talking. They're doing a fundraiser. I heard it yesterday.
Oh, yeah. Oh, okay. I know what you're talking about now. Yeah, I did hear that. And I was thinking, I was like, how can Roger Goodell say that in a straight face in an empty room? Because they just hustling, bro. Right? We talk about the same thing. Like, y'all want to donate to the Boys and Girls Club for developing shoulder pads for new helmets
Okay.
being in 2024. Like, what? That doesn't even
So
sound real.
you think that's actually hustling, or you think just because he has a captive audience that he can do that?
It's for
And
the
so
audience.
and so how I'm gonna reverse this
Okay.
back into what you're talking about. So right now everybody wants to talk select baseball. I know when they're gonna come. So wouldn't it be the right time to do your raffle or whatever you're gonna do? I'm just asking. I don't know. I mean, I don't know, dude. I got hit up from a team in California.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, about doing a donation. They're giving away. Man, I'm gonna have to look at my phone here in a few, but they're giving away some stuff, and I'm probably gonna do it. But the deal is, when do you say no? Because as soon as Darren hits that send button, and we all know what's coming, he's probably like that right now.
Hey, y'all ever seen that movie? It's an old movie with Cusack. It's One Crazy Summer.
I seen it a long time ago. Yes.
Okay. Do you remember the uncle that's like this with the phone, always like waiting?
I know what y'all. I don't know what you're talking about, but that's funny as
Darren.
hell.
That's Darren. Like he's like sweating. There's just a chair and a phone and a desk, and he's just like this all summer.
He's in the room like he's in the room with his dog like Bill Belichick.
I saw that.
Hey, but to spin off of that, the NFL would go Goodell. Y'all see Frito-Lay take some shots at him.
No, I did not.
Because there's a lot of major companies right now that are
sponsors.
Or they're trying to say, hey, trying to tell you to donate some money to them for they could donate it for you, basically.
Oh, okay.
And Frito-Lay says, we're not asking you to donate in our name, donate in your name.
Oh, okay.
So Frito-Lay took a couple shots at him.
Ooh, Frito-Lay better
like,
watch out.
Yeah.
They're going to get dropped.
NFL's going to drop them. They'll be begging to come back.
Sabrita's going to slide right in.
Yeah.
Takis, baby.
Hell yeah.
Takis 2022, 2021.
Oh, man. What's up, Tony Zepeda?
Hey, real quick, while we're here, open up the phone lines. We'll have them open all
What's
night,
up, Roy
man.
Young? How you doing?
Anybody want to call into the show, just talk.
What's
Hit
up,
us
Zach?
Julio, drop it.
Man, I'm surprised Zach's on because isn't he always playing video games?
Well,
What is he, like 40-0 now?
Yeah, he's 40. The guys asked me, like, hey, can you simulate the rest of the league so we can start the postseason? So we'll get it started tonight. But, playoffs will start tonight for the Madden League. The MLB The Show League. So
Okay, so where we at on the fundraisers? Okay, because my deal is this, like going back to what I just said. As soon as whoever hits the button, man, you know all those fundraisers are coming up, man. People
Hell
got them
yeah.
suckers locked and loaded.
hell yeah.
So-
And they're going to have some nice flyers, bro. With all this time that they've had,
Of course.
there's going to be some pretty
Of
flyers.
course. So how many will you partake in any of those raffles or anything? Honestly.
Honestly,
no.
who- whoever donates to my GoFundMe, I'll hit them back up. I mean, I don't know, man. I mean,
What do you mean you don't know? It's either
like
yes or no.
I want to say, yeah, I'm gonna support everybody, but then everybody's
Well,
gonna send me the DM.
You can't support everybody.
I
mean, that's
can't.
just- it's just-
I mean, it just depends, man. You know how I feel about this stuff.
how about you, Julio? You gonna partake in any of them?
I don't know if they ask.
If they ask.
Okay. Sam?
No.
I mean, I can know, probably.
Okay.
No.
What did Cody say last week? Sam don't roll like that.
Yeah.
I'll do it, man. Like I help out other teams sometimes.
Yeah.
And stuff like that. But I don't put it on Facebook.
Yeah,
and
yeah. I'm the same way, too.
I just kind of like, here you go, guys. Here.
You know, my whole issue is, I'm gonna do something because
Out of the kindness of your heart.
Yeah.
Not
Yeah.
because you're pressured
Yeah,
by
yeah.
social
It's-
media.
yeah.
Hell no.
exactly.
You should record it like when
We won't
people
put it on
give.
Facebook,
Hell
right?
yeah, like
We
the
won't put it on
dude, like
Facebook.
the people do them homeless people. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying it's like that, but you know what I mean. Like
I'm-
oh look, I'm giving y'all some money, man.
I'm giving it to the young guns in Pasadena.
We should-
I'm like 0 for 20 on their raffles, man. Shout out, Junior.
Damn,
No.
Steve.
Yeah, man. I just give them money now, man. I'm like, man, I just giving y'all money, Junior. Don't even put me in there, bro.
You see kids out there that they're 12U and you're like, man, didn't you play with my oldest son? Bro, that don't even fit you no more. The shirt, take it off, bro. Selling waters,
Oh,
Come
man,
on,
that's
man.
funny. Rudy
Hey.
Castile with the hooks in the house, too.
Hey man, right here, the corner here, Bellwade and Fairmont's pretty hot, man.
Is it
It's a good
really?
spot. It's a good spot
Oh, for like water sales or what?
for water sales, baby. I see it every weekend, man.
Man,
There's
hey,
a different team out there, man.
so Joey Campos says the Valley's ready to get loose. Let's see if he's going to call in. You
Ooh.
see the number, Joey? Yeah,
Yeah.
and I saw that he threw a dig at you. He
Oh,
said
yeah?
that you haven't called him yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, my bad, Joey. I forgot
I'm
to call
sorry,
you.
bro.
You've been busy, bro.
You know, back in the day, the Valley and all them, they were kind of like the Florida of Texas. They were like the Miami of Texas. Their uniforms were like elaborate, dude.
Yeah.
That they had a lot of like awesome designs, like the
Yeah.
pants. I think they were actually kind of the originators of that. And you see a little bit of like the Japanese teams overseas
Yeah.
are like that as well. But yeah, I mean, we used to go down there and we get out there and we had nice. Well, we thought we had nice jerseys, and we get out there like, man,
Yeah.
like, and then parents are looking at me like. I'm like, hey man, y'all paid $15. I mean, that's what $15 gets y'all. What are you talking about?
Coach, let me tell you something. That's funny that you bring that up, because every time, so when Valley teams come up, more so back in the day, but now even a little bit now, man, you don't know what the hell they're gonna show up in. Man. They could have anybody.
Red pants,
Bro,
lime green pants.
listen.
No, back in the day, they were bringing kids from other side of the border. That man, they weren't. Man, they ain't 10. They ain't 10. Bro. They ain't 10. I don't care what they say. Then next, then they get eliminated.
Shea bats or
No, everything, dude.
Damn.
Some of the bats didn't even have paint on them, dude.
Whoa.
Half of them, I was like, but back then there was no logo, right? You
Yeah.
didn't have to have the stamp and all that. So.
that was back in the wild days, man.
And they're using the B1. I said, wasn't that outlawed like 5 years ago?
I got one of those still in the garage. They're awesome.
Yeah, we were talking about it last night. We were talking about that bat last night.
Man,
That one's hot.
That one and the first Voodoo were awesome.
Oh yeah, first voodoo, really
that
good.
you could still get like almost $800 for that bat up until about 4 years ago.
Man, I walked. Well, I didn't walk in. This dude, he came by my house and he had BB Core bats, and so I don't know where he got them from, man. But this dude like had all these bats, and there were some I didn't even know. I mean, because I'm not really into. I mean, I know the bats, but I'm not like really know them. And man, them motherfuckers, they're expensive, man. Even hey, so he's like, hey, he could come on, Steve, man, why don't you buy this bat, man? It's a good price. I'm like, nah, bro. That's a good price if I go online and go to Just Bats. I'm like, bro, you're outside my house right now. I need to get some sort of discount.
Yeah.
Just because, I mean, I'm not paying you retail. I mean, with no warranty? Nah, bro.
No warranty, and it probably came out of back of somebody's truck.
Ooh.
Shout out FedEx. You probably got it for Flash.
Flash hit a bump with the back gate open, right?
Man, Flash must be real busy. He hasn't hopped on the league. So.
Who? Oh, Flash?
Yeah,
Shoot, man, they got them guys working at FedEx, man. Shoot, every time I look out my window, there's a FedEx truck. I'm still looking for Flash, but I never seem to find him. And then I remember he's out here in the southeast side. So, man, Flash probably at Spanky's or something.
Right now. I'm
Yeah.
telling you, when Pluckers opens, bro, it's game over.
You think so?
Where they building that one at?
Right here in the corner by Bubba's 33, right next to it.
Oh.
Yeah. You see? Yeah. It's going to go down.
Okay.
I'm telling you.
All
Coach's meeting right there, Coach.
Hey, that's where we used to do Spankies back in the day. Back over there by Almeida.
Yeah.
Back over, I mean, not Almeida.
Gulfgate, yeah.
Gulfgate.
Yeah. The one, the old one?
The
The
original,
old
yeah,
one
yeah.
before
Yeah.
it knocked it down.
No,
Or whatever
before it
happened.
allegedly had a fire.
Oh, it had
Yeah.
that one had a fire?
/ bankrupt.
Oh.
It burned down.
Insurance died?
It burned down.
Okay.
Somebody dropped a couple gallons of gas and
Oh, man, that's funny, dude.
Hey, they got good pizza, though, man.
Who?
Spanky's.
Oh, Spanky's does
Yeah.
have good
And
pizza.
strong as margaritas.
Yeah, they have
Sure.
good pizza. They're going to open one off of 59 and Bel Air. Didn't I text out? I texted out that, didn't I? I thought I did. I don't know why. I thought it was so important for me to text you guys that Spanky's is opening up in my.
Text us about the shitty In-N-Out that's opening over there.
Oh, yeah.
No, I like In-N-Out. Y'all better watch y'all's mouth.
What?
Y'all better watch y'all's mouth.
Man.
Man,
Oh, you trolling, man.
you've been a Champ Burger, huh?
I've been to Champ Burger, yes.
That's a bomb.
That's a good burger too.
Especially if you love bacon.
What about Magic Burger?
Oh, on college?
Yeah.
That's good too.
What about Shuttle Burger?
Yeah, Shuttle Burger's good too.
Shuttle Burger
Yeah.
go hard.
Man,
I like Shuttle
I grew
Burger.
up on this side of town.
Every
What
time
you
I walk
talking
into
about,
Shuttle
man?
Burgers, it's like walking into like 19. You know, like back in the day when you used to go to NASA, they used
Is
to
that-
like sit you down and play
Yeah.
like this old music. This
Yeah.
old movie was like
What are you talking about? What burger?
Shuttle Burger because they got the picture.
By
of the-
Almeida?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one goes hard.
I used to
Yeah.
coach with some old friend of mine. He was a real good friend of mine, Jesse Gonzalez, and he passed away a few years ago. And he always told me about the place. Let's go. And I was like, dude, okay, I'm tired of hearing him talk about it. Let's go.
Yeah.
And it was good, dude.
Yeah, it's a good, nice burger place, but don't ever disrespect In-N-Out again.
Man, get the In-N-Out.
In and out.
Okay,
Ah.
okay.
Get it outta here.
Hold on. Let's
Fuck outta here.
before we move forward, I got to address this. All right. Here's the deal. Okay, here's the deal. And so I guess you guys are Whataburger guys, right? I'm just going to say just for.
Hell
A
yeah.
good burger.
Yeah.
Okay.
A good burger. I'm
Okay.
down for
Well,
a good burger.
Okay.
No, to hang out there around
So-
1:30 in the night every once in a while.
So here's the deal. We're going to just say Whataburger. And this is my reasoning, right? Okay. So every time I go to Whataburger, my burger is inconsistent. You either get it hot, you get it lukewarm, you get it semi-warm, whatever. Okay. There's never a consistent burger that you get at Whataburger. Even though they say, oh, man, we make it fresh. They're lying. They're lying.
Yeah.
Now, when you go to In-N-Out Burger, every time, whether it's here, Austin, California, Sacramento, wherever, that burger's always hot. Las Vegas.
That's because it's probably policy.
Yeah. And so that's, so that right there,
It don't matter, Steve.
it
doesn't
matters.
taste good.
No,
doesn't
it
matter.
tastes good. It tastes
For
good.
real, you got in and out?
Yeah,
it's
they got
right there,
In-N-Out
right there by my
Stafford.
house. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Last time I went to one was in Dallas about 3 years ago.
Yeah.
I went to the one in L.A. just to go try it out.
Yeah.
I wasn't too fond of it.
Yeah, that's what they say about when they come to Whataburger.
I mean, look, the burger is good, but the fries are weak.
Yeah, the fries are weak. I think that's what got me
Nah, the
disappointed.
fries aren't
You know what I'm saying?
fries aren't weak. Fries aren't weak.
So who got the best fries?
McDonald's.
Man,
Man, I'm gonna say Papa's Barbecue.
Those
when
got
they're
like-
hot.
McDonald's got
all
like
fries.
radiation or something in it. Them things don't ever change color. Nothing.
Yeah. Hey, but we talking about all fries, right? Wingstop.
Yeah,
if we
Wingstop.
talking about all fries,
You don't think Papa's Barbecue fries are just as good as Wingstop?
They're similar. I
I've
think
never tried
They're
them.
pretty good too.
Yeah, they're good.
I'll tell
They're
you,
good.
to me, out of the fast foods,
You go
Whataburger.
McDonald's? Whataburger?
But you got to get them fresh.
Yes.
You got to get them right there, right then, fresh, and they're better than McDonald's to me. If you drive half a block and start sticking your hand down in that bag,
No
forget
bueno.
it. McDonald's already got them. That's what I'm saying. McDonald's got some kind of chemicals in there. They
Nah,
throw
you ain't
some,
lying.
they throw some starch in them fries or something to keep them crisp.
So when you go to Champ Burger, do you ever get the steak burger or you just get the hamburger?
I get that hamburger, bro.
You need to get the steak burger.
I've tried it.
Oh, okay.
I've tried. I used to work off a canal. I had
okay.
one of my facilities was right there.
Okay.
So I liked eating it on Thursday. So I was like, try to plan out my schedule to be there on Thursday.
So you
For
call
Champ Burger.
You call it Second Ward or you call it Edu?
Call it the hood.
Second Ward it is.
Second word, yeah. Second word.
Hey, when I first saw that, I was like, "What is that?
What's that?
Is that
Champ
like
Burger?
a ESL class? That Edu?" I was like, "What the hell?" So I googled it. I had to Google it. And I was like, "East Downtown." I'm like, "Oh man,
I
who
think
came up with this?"
that's more of a yuppie phrase. I think, ain't it? It's more.
Well, that's
like
all the
a-
new people moving in there.
It's a
The older,
Yeah.
hipster phase.
Yeah, the
older
hipster. There you
people.
go. The hipster.
The older people are calling it Second Ward.
Or East End. Or East End's more on 45, ain't it?
Yeah, a little bit too. Well, if I'm looking this way, it's a little bit to that way.
There's a little burger place right there too, by that baseball park. What's the name of that? There's another
one?
burger place down there. Like if you're going down 40 towards downtown, I think you take a right on Wayside or Telephone, and it goes into that neighborhood. Charborough?
Like M&M Burger, because there's an M&M Burger right there on.
No, it's kind of like when the street turns. I forgot what it's called. It's I'm not too
think-
sure.
I know what you're
Hey,
talking
hey,
about.
Rudy Castillo, ain't he?
yeah,
from
Rudy.
East End?
Yeah, he's over there.
Hey, real
So-
quick, I got. I'm gonna switch it up real quick. I got a DM right now. It says we need to talk about teams. Which teams are communicating during this whole COVID thing? Coach, you communicate with your team?
Yeah. I shoot them an update about every every maybe couple weeks and everything like this. I shot, like I said, I shot them this, some training stuff and things like that for them. Just kind of keep them posted. I think a lot of these teams that shoot them something every 3 or 4 days, those are kind of more of the coaches that are trying to get a feel for their players if they're leaving.
Okay, fair enough.
Now, okay. So it's funny that you bring that up because when I was talking to Tim Johnson today, we had a conversation about what do you think when all this stuff ends? Do you think there's going to be a lot of teams that break up?
Hell yeah.
How about you, Coach? You think so?
Yeah, I mean, that's every year though. That's every.
Yeah.
That's every.
But it's going to be
season.
different because it's going to be June? I mean, May,
Right.
June this year?
Yeah. Well, so like, I'm on a part of the emergency management team for Texas.
Okay.
With the governor Abbott and all them, and we sit on the conference calls, and you can kind of tell by the things they do what's going to happen. Like, I had all my emergency supplies, N95s and all that. I had bought mine and since mid-January.
Okay.
So we kind of
And
get
so you
alert.
knew about this.
Well, no, I'm
And
not
you
gonna
didn't
say.
tell us?
No,
Didn't
no,
tell nobody. Didn't tell
no. Well, you
didn't
know,
tell anybody.
no, you don't say nothing because then if it's a fluke, then you're like, man, this dude, you know, is one of them crazy preppers and stuff. You know, you got a little tunnel under the house.
Oh man, that's funny. That's
But
funny.
yeah, I think that's every year, man. Teams break up like
Yeah,
that.
I think so too.
But you know, did y'all get that email about the roster is not going to be frozen no more?
Yeah.
Oh really? No, I did not see
Yeah,
that.
so-
I don't.
Unless and they
The language on it was a little bit skewed though,
yeah.
because like you can
Who did it come
misinterpret
from?
it.
Who did it come
I don't
from?
know. It was like
You
from
should
the
have
actual
said-
Oh,
state.
it came from
yeah,
you,
yeah,
Trip.
yeah,
Okay.
from the state.
Yeah, it came from
Nah,
you, Trip.
okay. No, I
So,
didn't.
The only time it
No.
would be a frozen roster is if you attend like the Elite World Series, the
Call him
DeMarini
back.
one.
You can call him back.
Yeah, call him back. Roy Young, yes, we are going to talk about that. Roy Young wants to talk about the rules
Oh,
being laid down on the Facebook
Let's talk
page.
about it, man. We can
Well,
talk
hold
about
on.
Let's get Joey
Let's
on.
get Joey first.
He hung up. I guess he got tired of waiting.
it. Oh, the phone lines are open, guys. Send Julio a text when you want to get on.
There you go.
Hello.
Joey, what's up, baby?
What's going on, Steve Medina?
Man, what's going on, man? You talk about let the valley loose. The valley's on. What's going on, buddy? How you been, dude? Hey, and guess what? Junior hasn't called you back, bro. That's not me.
I'm sorry, man. I forgot. dude.
Oh man, Junior, man, it's like, damn, we're just talking about Steve never returning phone calls, big leagues people.
Man,
Not true. Not true.
Hey,
He forgets about the little people.
Hey.
It's
True.
like, damn.
hey, he's my godfather. I'm learning from the best, man. If I don't answer your phone, you know who taught me.
I know, man. I was like, damn.
Hey, what's going on in the valley, man? How you guys doing down there?
Cabin fever, man. It's cabin fever around
Hey,
here.
Joey,
man.
real quick, I got a question, man.
What's up? What's up?
About how many bats are being shaved right now during downtime in the valley?
Oh, dude. Shots fired, man. Shots fired. You know what, man?
Junior Aguilar.
New paint jobs.
We get bad raps before a certain few. I'm gonna be honest with you, man. There's a certain few that are pretty bad, but the majority of these kids, man, I've seen them work and I've seen them work hard, man. They're good ball players, man. They're real good. So, you know, just kind of like we get a bad rap for a certain few. That's all I'm gonna say, man. That's all I'm gonna say. You know?
Hey, so have you heard of anything of when we're gonna get back up, or I mean, you
You know
probably have
what?
some different.
Mentioning that,
contacts.
man, I just got an email from Argue Triple Say for girls softball.
Mhm.
We just got an email saying next week they're going to come out with an announcement as far as when they're going to start back up. So
And that's for girls
I
softball. Mm-hmm.
guess it's coming. Yeah, I guess it's coming. It's coming pretty quick. You know, I think everyone wants to start getting out. I guess they're looking at things, the possibilities of if you're able to catch that virus, being out in the sun or being out in the open and stuff like that. And it's just policies and procedures, man, that people got to work out. That's the biggest thing. I think everyone's afraid of
Being the first one.
Yeah, opening it up, and all of a sudden you catch it at a park, and then what do? You know, the park got shut down for a while, sanitize and do all the kind of that stuff. So it's your damn if you do, damn if you don't, man. You know, if you're one of the few that wait for a while, man, you're gonna get passed up by some of these small parks. You know, so
Hey, having said all that, if you know, based on what Governor Abbott says, if you get that email that let's say May 1st, just for because we're just here right now on a Friday night, are you going to play that May 1st, or what are you going to do?
no, man, we're gonna take. You know, when he opens it up, I got to get the girls back into the lab. You know, we got to work out. We got to get back into a routine. We're not going to go out and play right away. We'll probably like inter squad scrimmage, do some pre-gaming and stuff like that, man. I mean, I'm not going to just go out and play, you know, chance someone hasn't been doing nothing for 2 months, man, and all of a sudden they hurt themselves because they were just not in a tip-top shape. So I think if everyone just, you know, because, you know, they're just in there for a while and they have that cabin fever and they bust out and all of a sudden, you know, you can hurt somebody pretty good. So think about it, man. We long toss. We have a long tossing program. We throw the ball a lot, and we haven't been doing that. So you go out there, you let one loose, you know, just because your competitiveness comes out, you get hurt, you're done, you know. And so we're gonna wait. We're gonna take about a week, 2 weeks. We'll probably won't play until maybe June, beginning of June.
Okay.
So we'll use the month of May as a preseason kind of deal, you know. It's like almost getting into college, your first feet getting in there, get your workouts, get your off season going and stuff like that. So that's how we're going to treat it, man. I'm not going to jump the gun. I'm not going to, hey, man, because everyone wants to play, let's go out there and play. It's just, hey, let's get back in it. It's like the baby steps first and then go from there. So.
Yeah, and right about now, everybody's kind of like in that wait and see mode, I guess. Are we waiting for the governor?
Yeah.
Who are we waiting on? We're waiting for the governor, right?
Yeah.
Waiting for the governor, man.
Well,
Okay.
well, he opened up. I believe he opened up the state parks already. The state parks are good to go, or
Man,
I believe he opened
I
up
have no
state
idea.
parks, didn't he?
Yeah, but it's just for social. I mean, you still got to honor the social distancing.
The social distancing,
Yeah,
and,
just
and I think that's what a lot of park directors, or not even just park directors, but also the park itself, man. It's a lot of rules and regulations, you know. Being part of the school,
I think more
being
than
part of the
anything,
school district,
it's the
man,
liability.
we're in the same boat. You know, do we bring our maintenance guys in? What do we do? You know, we still gotta have social distancing, and you know, there's just a lot of rules and regulations that we gotta follow, but we don't know what to expect because we don't know how to treat this thing. So it's just, I think that's what ballparks are gonna be pretty much kind of hesitant to do anything, because if they do, who do they put the blame on if someone does get sick? You know, who's it going to fall on?
Well, you know,
I heard you guys mentioning earlier that these guys got to sign papers, waivers, and stuff like that. Like, hey, man, if you get sick, you're on your own. That's because you wanted to.
yeah, we did talk about that with Coach Sam just
to an
right now.
extent, yeah, to an extent, man, I kind of agree with that, but then I don't, because, man, kids want to play, man. Kids want to play. That you can't hold that hostage on them and say, hey, you know what, if you get sick, it's because it's on you. No, someone has to take responsibility, and I think it falls back on the coaches being smart about what they do and where they go, man. I mean, if you go to a location that just had a peak or break or just craziness of the virus, I mean, be smart about it, man. Don't go.
Okay.
Don't go to that area.
But here's the deal.
chance anything.
Here's the deal I have with that, Joey, and I agree with everything you said. But where do the parents come into play in all this stuff?
That's the other thing,
because
man. You know, the parents got to take into consideration too. You know, and like I said, you know, a lot of these parents they're so used to the mindset of playing all the time. You know,
Right.
they're always want to play. We play every weekend. I don't think there's an organization out there that actually treats their organization like a college or a pro or minor league and I think it's play every weekend. We're playing every weekend. We're going to play, because if we don't play, we're going to fall back, you know, instead of kind of having a little proceeding. We talked about this, Steve, a while, a lot, man. We talked about it a lot. So parents play a big role, man. I mean, they got to make sure that it's in the best interest of their kid, you know, and the young ones, especially the young ones, I mean, do they need to get out there and play right now? Yes and no. I mean, yes, just to keep them competitive, but no, I mean, I think they can take their time into it. Now, the high school kids, you know, it's crucial for them. You know, the sophomores, juniors, and seniors is crucial for them because they're trying to get into college and get into the eyes of the scouts and everything. So that it's just like I said, man. You damn if you do, damn if you don't. But I think parents play a big role in it, man. They got to play a big role in it too. You know, as far as being smart.
So what are your parents saying as far as the softball? Because we touch on softball, but we really don't dive into it. So what are your softball parents saying? Are they going to give you full reign on deciding, or what are y'all going to do? Y'all going to talk on Zoom or what?
I got good parents, man. I was blessed to have a good group of parents with my 8 teams that I have. All the parents are on board in the philosophy that we're teaching and stuff, and they're leaving it up to me to decide what we want to do, and they're just gonna stick with it. You know, talking with the parents who have seniors and juniors and sophomores, of course, we talk daily about what we can do and stuff like that. Now, the younger ones, it's all about development, you know, and I know that's kind of cliche. Everyone says, man, everyone talks about development. We actually, and you know this, Steve, we actually take that real serious, man. We depend a lot on our development. Winning's going to happen because it happens, you know, because you're prepared for it and stuff. But we're the younger ones are still in the process of growing and learning and getting better every day. The older ones is kind of like, okay, let's figure this out and make sure we have a good game plan. And yeah, they're going to leave it up to me to decide. That's a lot of pressure on my end, man. I mean, there's sleepless nights that I have that's like, dude, what do I do? You know, do we go play? You know, do we go play here? There's a big tournament. There's some big tournaments out in Houston and Dallas, man, that have some tremendous scouts, and it's a good tournaments. But you got to think about it, man. Those are two, you know, no offense, but those are two areas that was hit hard, but because of the population, you
Right.
because of population. It's not their fault, but because of population and air travel. I mean, I think that's where it all kind of came from and stuff. But it's just, just they're going to leave it up to me. And it's a tough decision, to be honest with you. It's things that I don't take lightly, but I do communicate with some people and some parents, and we talk about it and we say, and there's some like, coach, we got to play, man. We got to get out there. The girls, they got to get out there. And it's tough, man, because first and foremost, man, you never want to have someone get sick on your watch, because that's a tough one to swallow. So just got to be careful, man. Just got to be real careful in decisions that you make. And you got to live with the decision you make too. So
now with your older girls that are playing maybe on the college circuit, not the college circuit, but the showcase girls softball stuff.
Uh-huh.
Now, is UIL? I mean, how are you going to manage with the UIL restrictions and then the summer showcase stuff? I mean, are they going to intertwine or what's UIL going to do? Because I mean, I understand it's a different time. Are they gonna try to supersede some stuff, or are they just gonna go back to regulating how they normally do in the summer? How's that gonna work out?
I think they'll just regulate how they do in the regulation. I don't see them interfering. I don't know if maybe something you heard. I haven't heard anything as far as UIL taking over in the summer and kind of maybe having a season. I guess that's what you're trying to say, that they might have a continuation of the season or something.
No, because sometimes. I'm just dealing with the softball. I mean, baseball's a little bit different, so that's why I'm asking you for softball.
I'll be honest with you. I'll be honest with you, man. Even in baseball, UIL has no jurisdiction on what kids can and cannot do on the off time. I always hear that, it's against UIL rules for you to play, outside.
Not in the summer.
I've read it. Even during the season, I think it's just a thing. Hey, kids in season, leave them alone. Let them play high school season. I think Select takes a seat back, but I think I believe there's some camps and clinics that they have for Team USA and other big time events that is during the season. And some kids go out there and they participate. So for someone to say, hey man, no, they can't play select ball during baseball season is against UIL rules. I don't think UIL has that rule. And I might be mistaken. It might have it in there now, but when I was coaching back in the day, I didn't see that. And I was responsible for all the UIL rules interpretation. So it's just I don't see UIL going back to your question. I don't see UIL really dipping into it. I think they're just going to say, okay, we're just going to start back. I think they have bigger tasks to manage because football's around the corner.
Yep.
Volleyball's around the corner. Volleyball usually gets in within August. So does boys football. So they gotta figure out how they're gonna manage that. And I think that's the biggest headache that they're coming in. And I think that's why they cancel the baseball season, because they don't want to get into where they're planning for baseball and playoffs and stuff like that, and then all of a sudden it bleeds over into them preparing for football and volleyball.
Yeah.
And those are the major sport. That's a major sport. Football is a major sport.
I'm of the opinion that they're not going to cancel Texas football. I'm of the opinion they're not going to play in the spring.
They'll push it back.
So from from some of the conversations, some of the meetings that I sat in, it was more of a sanitary thing for where the kids then go back to school. How are they going to be able to sanitize all the buses, all the schools, all the equipment, all the chairs, all the desks, high traffic areas?
Our district in Sharyland, man, has done a tremendous job in sanitizing. We bought some equipment, some sprayer backpack sprays.
Yeah, the Clorox ones.
We've been sanitizing pretty well and good, and as soon as this thing hit and the kids were out for spring break, we took those 2 weeks and we hit everything up. It's just a matter of the rules and regulations that they put on us, man. Again, going back to what they recommend. I mean, they're talking about every time you come into schools, they got to put the hand sanitizer on their hands. They got to have the hand sanitizer. They got to have maybe wearing a mask still during the time, or just different things. So that's why I said it's the education department comes into it, and they got to figure things out themselves, and then it boils down to the governor, and then our county judge, and then from there our superintendents, and then from them they make the decision as far as, hey, we're good if we keep these rules and regulations and we do this, we're good. We're okay. We'll be okay. But the thing is, how do you test it, man? there's going to be some testing somewhere, so, but yeah, I mean, sanitizing the helmets and everything, I think the coaches do a good job after the season's done. If not, shit, I feel bad for the kids that put on the damn helmet next year, but they do a pretty good job because they refurbish a lot of helmets. They send it back to Rydell or the company they got the helmet from, and they refurbish the helmets. They buff out the marks, and they fix anything that needs to be fixed, chin straps, pads, all that kind of good stuff. So I'm pretty sure they're going to sanitize the helmets pretty good. And, if a kid wears a helmet, I don't think they're going to share a helmet. I don't think a kid's going to say, here, wear mine, or here, put my mouthpiece on. Because I believe, if I'm not mistaken, what's happening, it's the droplets, right? It's the airborne droplets that's harmful. I don't think if someone touches somebody, unless you spit on your hand, I believe, or I might be wrong, but
yeah. What they said was majority of the cases that's been transferred by hand to mouth or hand to eye, and
yeah,
I think
that's what saying, don't touch your mouth, don't touch your face.
Sneeze, and a big part of it was they didn't have all the information or all the data on the virus, so they didn't. How can you put policy in place if you don't know what it all does and how to combat
exactly.
it? So there was just too many questions.
That comes into testing. Yeah.
There's just too much there. I mean, even now, the tests that are available at these test stops, some of them, they're not up to par. Like where I work at, we're doing testing now. We're doing testing and we're doing drive-through testing. If you got insurance, you can come through, or whatever. If you don't, you pay $50 and. They do a swab and they do the regular test. Just a regular test where they prick your finger and get your blood, and put the drops in it. I mean, to check your antibodies and all that, and it's working out real good. But I mean, this is recent stuff, and so how were you going to be able to put all that together and then put policy and procedure into place for the kids to follow and for the staff to follow and then put them in school? And it was too much. It was easier just to call it be safe. Rather be safe than sorry.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, just be safe than sorry, man. Because again, no one wants to be caught.
Nobody wants that.
No one
liability.
wants to be caught with their pants down, man. In that situation, have a kid, get that virus, and it's just because once someone gets it within a school district, or I mean, the way it's gonna spread is crazy. It'll spread so fast, so crazy. You won't be able to even handle it. Control it. Other than shutting down shutting down your school, but it's one of those, man. Don't take lightly. You kind of listen to what the experts are saying, and just kind of just wait it out a little bit, man. And I know a lot of people want to get back to normalcy, but if getting back to normalcy is going to be safe and wait, then I'd rather wait, and be safe at it. I got 2 little ones, man. I don't want to catch something and bring it to them, and having to see them go through those procedures and all that, being in isolation and breathing, and I think everyone needs to understand that, and I think some do, and some say, hey man, it is what it is, and we catch it, and we don't. Yeah. But at the end of the day, I mean, we're just looking at humanity's side, just being courtesy towards everybody, You don't want someone to catch something, so because again, you cannot show signs. You could be a carrier, you could be a carrier and still pass it along, but you're not showing any signs. They're saying that stuff too. So
I think that's prevalent right now, man. I mean, I don't, you don't know who has what. I mean, all this and all that. So, hey, Joey, how about this? Let's go back to baseball real quick, dude.
Yeah, go ahead.
Showcases down there. I know usually there's one down in UTRGV where the Rays are at and all that other stuff. Is all that stuff on hold right now, or how's that going?
I haven't heard anything, man. I haven't heard anything, and I think if it's the Rays, Tampa Bay Rays, they usually host a big one down here every year in the summer in June. I think if it's anything to do with Major League, I think it's going to be on hold until Major League opens up their operations. Okay. I don't think they're going to do something where they say, hey, you know what, we can do it. We can do it on the side or whatever. I don't think that's going to happen. So as far as the showcases and camps, if it's on a campus of UTRGV like they usually host because it's a campus, right now, as far as I know, man, every college is not. I don't think they're allowing anybody to use their facilities. The facilities are closed. If the school's closed, the facilities are closed.
Yeah, and that's going to be tough moving forward because all these summer showcase dudes, they all use all these college fields, man.
That's the
And
marketing.
so-
Oh, yeah.
That's for the marketing.
Yeah.
I mean, I think right now college coaches, man, and we talked about this a little bit, Steve. I think right now the college coaches have something bigger in mind, man. I mean, some of them are worried about their jobs.
Yeah.
They're shutting down. They're shutting down different sports. At some universities and colleges, man, because of the fact that there's no revenue coming in. There's no big time money. There's nothing. The kids are not enrolling. There's no money coming in and stuff. So I think a lot of coaches right now are kind of like, hey, am I gonna have a job tomorrow, man, or I'm gonna be fired, or let go because, if your sport doesn't bring in the money that, let's say the kind of football money or good money for the university, they'll shut you down, man. They'll say, hey, man, it's just not working out. It's not going to work out for us because financially we're not going to be, we don't have the means to support it. So I think a lot of college coaches right now too are just like, yeah, they're looking at players and stuff like that, but a lot of them are like, man, dude, is today's going to be the day where my school announces, hey, man, we're going to shut down these sports?
Right.
Well, St. Ed's shut down 6.
Yeah.
St. Ed's shut down 6, man, and I read that up, man, and I was like, damn, So,
yeah. But I tell you what, it doesn't matter. Everything can be slowed down. Everything can be stopped in the valley. But what's not going to stop the valley or stop what's going on in the valley? The Banditos going down there and taking all y'all's kids, man. I mean, what's the deal, man? Banditos going down there getting every South Texas kid from Corpus all the way down.
This is not a Bandito sponsored comment. I just want to go ahead and
hey, man, you know what?
say that.
That's not
man?
Bandito approved.
Hey, the thing is, man, a lot of people have come and tried it. Steve, I tried it, but my philosophy is totally different from anybody else's philosophy. If you got a good program or a good reputation of sending kids to the upper level and stuff like that, and
Yeah, of course.
it's easier for you to get through that route rather than actually working hard for it, because there's a lot of good kids, man. I mean, there's some kids that are on the Banditos that are going to big time colleges, man. They're from here. They're from the valley.
Yeah, of course.
But like I said, man, they're very blessed. They're very blessed athletically. They're very blessed, financially. So they can afford stuff like that, and some other kids down here that are really, really good, man, and really can shine. I think they're just misled a lot, because some of these coaches are worried about, I want to win. I want to be number one. I want to do this. Well, it's hard, man. It's hard. It's the talent here is so watered down, if you're mad at this organization, well, I'm going to go start my own team. It turns into that kind of deal. And you take 3 or 4 good ball players rather than say, you know what, I'm going to bite the bullet, man. I'm just going to have my kid work hard. Now, granted, man, there's not that many good people, organization, coaches, that can teach you and coach it. There's some guys that like little peacocks, they float around here and they bump their chest and they're just, are they good for the kids' health and the good program and advancing them to the next level, getting them to that level? I say no, because that person's never been to that level. And I think you guys had Cody, Cody?
Last week, yeah.
On Monday, he talked about it, man. Hey, man, if you never played at that level or you never did that level, you don't know the details of how to get there, and you can say, oh, man, just because you played it doesn't mean you can coach it. You're right, man. I met a lot of guys that are stud players that can't coach it.
Right.
But at the same time, too, if you don't know how to get or how to play college ball, or how you get a scholarship to go to play college ball, or what the college coaches are looking for, because I think you guys talked about the suicide bunt slash or something like that, slash bunt.
Yeah, last week.
Home, something like that.
Yeah, last week.
I mean, guys, come on, man. How many colleges actually do that?
Yep.
And we're going to teach that shit down here just to win, because we want to be winners, and so, like I said, there's a lot of armchair quarterbacks, that sit back and say, oh, man, they watch college sports, they watch MLB, and they think, oh, man, I can do that, but they don't know the true details behind everything.
Right.
There's a knowledge of the game and understanding it and knowing it and teaching it. So I think that's what hurts us down here. But as far as great guys that take over programs and say, hey, man, I just want to start a program for kids, it's not fair that, these kids don't get the opportunities, these kids and stuff. They do a good job, man. They do a good job, and I applaud them on. That's why I got away from baseball, though. I went to the girls softball. I just one, because of my daughters too. So But yeah, I mean, it was a battle, and Steve knows this because when I worked with Steve with ABC, we just, it was a constant battle, man, trying to grab kids and trying to pull kids our way. It's hard. They brought down the Bandidos, and then it faded off. But Bandidos still picked up a lot of good kids. And then there's South Texas Sliders does a great job. They do a good job and stuff. And you have Felipe Barrera with Sliders organization. He does a great job in getting kids and teaching kids. And then you have the Broncos organization. I think they do a good job as well. But, sometimes I just, you water things down because then you want your organization to grow. So you just start picking up everybody and anybody,
right.
And it's hard, man. It's hard. You're trying to chase what the Bandidos built, but what the Bandidos built, it was back in the day, man. It was back in 97, 98.
Yeah, it was back
then. So it's tough, man. You're trying to chase something like that, and you're trying to say, oh, I can do that, but you don't know the true details behind it and how to set it up and how is what he did to get it going.
Yeah.
Pick his brain, man.
I
talked to Ray a couple times, and dude, there's a lot of details, man. He went through a lot of ups and downs to get his program to where it's at, and it's a good program.
Yeah,
it's a real good program.
And they're still going strong too, man. So shout out to all those Bandito guys out there: Ray, Catfish, Reader, Corey. Yeah. I know I'm missing a lot, so no disrespect, but I don't have all day to name all you guys. But
hey, Joey, but I got one thing to say, man.
Go for it.
No te agüites, Dad. No te agüites.
We're going to call you.
Hey, man.
Judy's going to call you, bro.
Lo del Bayuco #1,
Steve,
bro.
Hey, did you ever show Junior my shirt design that I made for you with him?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, but that's coming, dude. We're just, with
this
silhouette,
man.
Yeah, no, we got it. Don't say anything.
Hey, man,
it's
hold
coming,
on. The
bro.
camera's on me real quick. We need to fix that up because we got the Texas tailgate growing in the back. So I need to have a little flare in the back. Man.
Yeah, bro. We're gonna. Well, not we. Junior's gonna call you. Junior and Julio's gonna call you.
I'm gonna call you, Dad.
And
Not that with it.
We'll talk about that stuff. Is that cool, man?
Yeah, man. Yeah. It's always blast talking.
Hey,
to
Joey,
you and stuff,
Joey, say it for us one time, man. Los Broncos, bro.
He ain't gonna say it. Joey would not say that, man. I can tell you that right now. Nothing against the Broncos.
I'll tell you what, man. A lot of these, like I said, man, a lot of these teams, organizations, they do a good job, man. They just, then again, it's a blessing for any kid to play right now. If you can pick an organization and go play and get your fullest, then do it. Whatever makes you happy, man. So, but if you're talking about like, hey, man, it's hard for the Bandidos to survive down here because we don't have those guys teaching down here what they teach. Yeah. You guys are blessed because, man, dude, you can go to a trainer that's played pro ball, collegiate ball, or has some type of a backing towards that kind of exposure. Right. And down here, we're very limited, man. We're very limited. I mean, we're still in the Valley's still young to it. I'm gonna be honest. Valley's still young to it. I think with these kids like Freddie Villar and some of these other guys, Tres Barrera, he comes down, does a camp for us in Sherryland Mission area. I think if these guys start coming down and start, teaching, exposing, getting these kids out here to say, hey, man, this is the way it's done.
Yeah,
this is how I think it'll start growing. Okay. But then again, as a coach, man, you gotta take your selfishness out of it. You gotta say, hey, man, maybe what I'm teaching is not right. Let me learn from it, and let me teach what they're teaching. Yeah. Pick a college brain, man. Pick a college coach's brain because you may not teach what he's teaching. So don't be mad if he says, hey, man, I like your player, because it's been done to me when I was in Kingsville. Kingsville coach, he goes, man, I just love him. Raw talent, great player, great attitude, great everything, Joey, but it's just not what I'm looking for. I know what I'm looking for, and it just doesn't fit what I want. But damn, the kid's just, he's good. He's just not what I want, not what I'm looking for, So, and I asked him, man, what does that mean? Shit, it's kid's talent, so he can help the program. He can do. It's just not what I'm looking for. And then there's things that the coaches are looking for, man, because again, none of these guys want to go back and teach fundamentals. They want to get in there and they want to, let's go. Yeah. Let's go, let's move. Because time is so limited. And they got to get ready. They're playing for a national championship. I mean, you're not playing for development. You're playing for a national title. And if any college coach is not in agreement to that, I mean, I don't know if they should be coaching college. I mean, their goal is to get there, you know?
No, you're right. You're right. Hey, Joey, not to cut you short, man, but I think you like the mic, so we're going to have to let you go, bro.
I know, man. I know. Yeah, I'll go visit you guys one day, man. I'll go out there visit you guys one day.
Come
man.
visit. Junior,
you guys got a good setup, man. You guys doing good.
Sounds good, Dad.
Junior's gonna talk to you, man. So
I'll call you after the show. Man.
He'll call you. All right, bro.
Cool.
All right, Joey.
man.
Thanks,
cool.
brother.
Take it easy, guys. All right, man.
Thanks.
All right,
That's Joey Campos from Edinburgh, Texas, with Force Softball.
Oh, nice.
Brought to you by the Ferrari Michelada Mix Hotline and Rick Webb Designs.
Ooh.
And also Frank the Tank.
Team 7 Barbecue Grillers.
Yeah. Hey, Coach Sam, my hat is getting a lot of attention.
Yeah, I
My
wish
hat-
I had a
my-
hat.
Hey, you know, hey,
My
bro,
hat is
you
getting
saw
a lot of attention.
Hey, I'm trying to be cool. There's one comment I was trying to be a little cool, but
My
I was
hat-
going. It was, you know, that little Pearland comment.
Oh, I didn't see.
Said that looked like they made that at the Pearland flea market or something like that. I said, hey, it might have been him who made it. I don't know. I mean,
My hat is getting a lot of attention. Like I said at the
fly,
beginning of the
man.
show,
they're nice, man, but they're hot.
a lifelong
I need one, Coach.
Adidas fan.
I need one.
And this is my
All I wear
own.
Adidas.
I only wear Adidas stuff. I mean, that's Adidas and New Balance. So that's all I wear. I should be sponsored by those guys, but I'm not. So, you know, but Joey, you know, that's good that he called in, man. Make sure you call him back.
Yeah, I'll call him back after this. But before I forget, let me announce the winner for the Week 4 Easton Bat Giveaway Challenge, sponsored to you by Darren Larson. This week's challenge was to do a Domingo Ayala impersonation, and the winner with the most votes, Optimus Lopez from the Freeport Rangers, man.
Wow.
So I'll make sure to have Crystal Lopez send me that that video, and then I'll repost it on the page.
Okay. We don't have the video, or we do?
Yeah, we have the video. I mean, Julio, if you can pull it up, you can. Okay.
And
Okay.
what was that? What'd you say? Optimus?
Optimus Lopez.
That's a unique name. That's
Yeah.
pretty cool.
That's a cool
Yeah.
name. Man, you
Yeah.
should.
I
You know.
like Transformers.
Hey, shout out to
Me too.
Sean watching, Raul Delgado. What's up, Raul?
Deshaun
Cookie?
Watson. He's watching.
No, dude, Sean.
Oh, my bad.
Nobody said
I found it.
Deshaun Watson.
Sean, what? No,
Optimus Lopez, right?
Henry,
Yes.
Darren Larson in the house.
Shout out. All right, Julio.
Hold on, let me.
drop it.
Darren.
Juan Cruz
All
in the
right.
house.
You ready?
All right, go
Troy
ahead.
Is that Troy?
We're getting everybody.
Yeah,
Everybody's
Troy
tuning
must
in.
be-
All right, he's on.
Hi, how are you doing? My name's Optimus Lopez, and today I'm going to be teaching you how to be a power pitcher. Now I will show
Sounds
you
like
a
him, too.
pull and kick. Pull with the arm, kick with the leg. It looks something like this. Go
What's it like?
here, and poof, it's done. This is how it shall look all together. Percy, make sure you have the clock on. Every time.
You
Thank
got
you
it.
for watching. Hope you learned a lot about power pitching.
Hey.
So we're gonna post that video, right?
Yeah.
we'll post
Yeah,
I'll
I
post
saw
it.
it. I saw it. That's
Shout
all.
out, man. Optimus
Man, that's pretty
Lopez
good. Optimus Lopez, nice, unique name. You're right, Coach Sam. That's
from Freeport.
yeah, Freeport.
Freeport in the house.
Hey, hi to Brandon Kirk, Rico Fuentes. Man, I just got this hat, Rico, but man, it's fire. It's gonna match with all my Yeezys and all my other Adidas shoes.
Yeah, we got Kerrville in the house. Kerrville in the house.
Ambush in
Raul.
the house. Ambush in the
Raul.
house. Aaron Cunningham. Crystal
Oh,
Lopez. Hey, Big Country. I thought he was going to cook here tonight. What's up with that?
Bro, that's like the only reason why I came, though. I didn't see no smoke coming out the back when I pulled up or nothing.
Coach Sam,
Man.
trust me, I thought the same thing. But we do have some cookies for one of our sponsors, Easter Cookies.
Yes.
What kind of cookies are these?
These are.
Man, I'm supposed to be on a
the,
diet, and then I get here and
yeah.
we hadn't had cookies in like 2 weeks.
These are the these are the chocolate chip Snickers. So they have Snickers in the middle. So
You know, I was telling Junior that my daughter, she used to make cookies and she was selling them and cupcakes and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And she's like, "There's too many orders, Dad. I've made enough money. I'm all right." She goes, I still, you know, you still giving me money. My baby, she's like 20 years old, man. I'm like, "Yes, baby." And I gotta go take her to buy another car this weekend. I go get her a car, but yeah, man, these cookies are bomb, dude. These are good. And then you're going to put them right by me.
Yeah, thank God they're over there, but I'm going to be reaching over there. Excuse me.
Yeah, I'm waiting for you. See, I don't want to be the first one to get two. I'm like, come on, Steve. I see you eyeballing it.
I'm going to get there, trust me. But first, so let's talk about you, Coach Sam.
Yes, sir.
Well, again, thanks for coming up. Kind of last minute because you called in last week and then we invited you. We didn't know you and Junior were neighborhood. What would we call it? Neighbors?
Yeah, we're neighbors,
Neighborhood.
man.
I mean,
Right here in Midtown Pasadena.
Yeah, Midtown Pasadena,
Is this
Property
Midtown?
Valley.
Yeah, if you actually look at Google Maps and like zoom out, it'll actually tell you Midtown.
I thought we were in the outskirts, bro.
Midtown Pasadena.
Hey, what's up, Shelly Hernandez? The Spurs are still terrible, but anyway, I digress. I always give her a hard time. Hey, so Coach Sam, let's talk about you. All right, how did you start? Give us obviously we know you're with Adidas Baseball because I mean it's kind of hard not to I saw Coach Sam when I got here. I'm like, hey, bro. And you hitting fungo? Y'all got a game today? Because Coach came prepared. Like he's playing today. Like you're fixing Coach
I was
third.
like, man, and you know, I'm gonna tell you something. When I put this on, I was like, man, they're gonna rag on me. But it's all good. I said, I said, it's all good.
I like the top though.
No, I mean, I was in a rush, and then like I said, I was out taking care of some business for some other stuff, and so let me just
Looking good though. Looking good. So tell us
Appreciate it.
about yourself, Coach.
So, I was raised out here in Pasadena area. I'm from Pasadena High School. Played football, played some baseball out of there.
Okay.
Baseball was pretty good for me. I mean, I was pretty good at it, but my passion was really football. And my dad played football. My dad was actually the first Hispanic running back in Austin out of I think it was Johnson High School.
Really?
Yeah, back in I think it was like in late '60s.
Okay.
So
nice.
So he played out there football. My brother was the quarterback for Pasadena High School. I was a receiver / running back until they say you're a receiver, bro. But I did that, and then I played. I had a nephew that was playing out of Alvin.
Okay.
And so my brother coached Alvin Express, and I helped them out a little bit out there, and that's why I was under David DeRusso.
Okay.
And so I was out there for a while. I was going to school, working. I had a son already, my oldest son. And then he was 4 years old, and we started playing tournaments out of. He actually. I first started coaching out of Mexican Park, and
yeah, I know
there.
exactly where that.
Yeah.
Okay, well, what do you consider Mexican Park? The one in Magnolia?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, right by the railroad tracks.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
the bayou.
yeah. I know it. I know it well.
Yeah. So
Deep in the heart of Magnolia, but what do they
yeah.
call it over there? Central Park? There's an actual term, because somebody told me, hey man, they gave me the term, and I'm like, dude, I don't even know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
He's like, well, it's Magnolia, and I'm like, oh, okay. And then he actually showed me the picture. I was playing golf with them. And he showed it to me, but anyway, that's neither here nor there. Go ahead.
No. So it's all good. So,
Mexican Park.
So
Man.
my wife's family's from that area.
Okay.
We're raised out there. So I had actually he was 4 years old, so I had missed a sign up.
Okay.
And then we're actually practicing football. He was 4, and he found a baseball, and he was like, Dad, what sport's this? I said, it's baseball. And then he was like, can I try it? And I was like, okay. So I looked into it, and I missed the sign up. But my wife's uncle was he was in Stowe there. He'd been coaching there for years and years and years.
Okay.
So he was like, hey man, I'll get him in. So okay, so we went over there. So I was driving from here all the way over there to take him to practice, and then I started coaching. I had already coached my nephew over here at Alvin Express, and that was it, man. It was history. He started playing when he was 4, and we used to play in that Tejano tournament. Do you remember that one?
Which one?
Off of Irvington? Yeah, it was off of Irvington.
I remember it. Yeah, I remember it. We never played in it, but yeah. I remember.
So when we played it, it was kind of dying out already. But it was like the introduction. That was actually the first tournament that he played in when he was 5. He was 5 playing up to 7, I believe. So we played from there. Started doing select, and then we're out of Sagemont for a little bit. I lived out in Sagemont area for a while.
Okay.
Then I joined up with United with coach of one of my friends, the one that passed away, Jesse Gonzalez, and he pretty much worked with the pitch, and I did everything else, and it worked. We had a real good squad. We had a lot of kids that are still playing collegiate ball right now, and then he had some health issues, and you know how it kind of goes. Everybody just kind of splits. And
I knew Jesse, really good guy,
Yeah.
really good guy. Rest in peace to him. Really,
Yeah, okay, I
really
didn't know
nice
that.
guy.
Hidalgo Park.
Yeah, the
Hidalgo
Park.
Park. Yeah.
Yeah, Jesse was a real nice guy. So
Yeah, me and him, we kind of had like a minor fallout, and but I'm gonna tell you, I mean, he's probably one of the best persons I've ever met, and I was actually gonna have him come out and work on my pictures.
Really?
And come out, help us out here if I could kind of focus on other things. But then he passed away a couple of years ago.
Yeah, he did.
And, so, but they're good people, man. Good people.
I was taken aback by that when I got the news that he passed away. Not to bring the show down, but and I'm surprised you had a falling out. Man, that guy was to me. He was just a nice guy. Yeah, and he was always nice to me.
No,
so.
and it was he wanted I'll tell you kind of what happened. He wanted. Well, we're a neighborhood team. Mm-hmm. We're a good team. Let's be happy with that.
Okay.
And I was like, we have potential to be here if we could make a couple of changes.
Right.
And
that's always a fallout.
That's the fallout.
It's always
I was younger, so I wanted more. He was older.
Correct.
So he was more like, hey man, this is I'm good here. And so we just felt like, all right, man. Said I was leaving, and when we left, man, the infield went with me.
Oh, okay. And so when you left, where'd you go, or where'd you start up?
I started up Diablos Baseball.
Diablos, okay.
Yeah, Diablos Baseball, and then man, we did real well, man. We were one of the top teams around, and we played out there. We went to the elite one time I think, and played out in Georgia a couple times, one time, and Alabama and stuff like that. And we had a real good squad, and that team right there, actually, I had that played with us Diablos. I have probably 6 or 7 of them played collegiate. One of them is in pro with the Royals organization.
Nice.
So and man, I've never really charged dues or anything like that. And I have a soft spot for the kid that doesn't have his parents around so much.
Right.
So I mean, I put a lot of time, and I put a lot of my money, man. I tell you what, dude.
A losing proposition.
Yeah. And I'm gonna tell you what, bro. If my wife knew how much money I spent on that dude, she would be mad, bro.
I think my wife's watching. I'm not going to say anything, but yes, it's it happens.
I mean, even if you're, even now we break the tournament dues. Mm-hmm. They split it, right? And the only thing, like, I'll be honest with you, the only thing I ask my team is like, hey man, just let my son. We're just not gonna. He just won't pay. The tournament. But other than that, and that was only last year or this year that we started doing that.
Okay.
I got 2 kids in college, man.
Yeah, no.
I got one at St. Thomas University, and my daughter's going to UTMB next year, so I'm like,
Yeah, St. Thomas likes money.
Oh yeah, no, they do.
They like money, man. Money.
I get that withdrawal thing out of my every month, bro. Yeah. And they always you never get used to it. You never get used to it.
My sister graduated from there, so I know they love money, and so so then after that, because I've known you from back. Well, I've never known you, but I've seen you from back in the day. Mm-hmm. I see, and then I really started seeing you when you had the Hit Kings, Swing Kings.
Swing Kings.
Well, where were y'all before? The Mustangs, right? Or where
Mavericks.
Like Mavericks.
Yeah,
Mavericks,
we used to play Pasadena because my son played there. My son played there, and I coached over there. So I coached him in the Mickey Mantle, and I helped out with the high school and stuff like that. My daughter played softball there, and so I was like, I coached with Attack, but before with Ralph Valdez. Yeah, I was there. We were there for a little bit. Ralph's cool.
Ralph, man. What's up, Ralph?
Ralph's cool.
Suntan Superman.
Yeah, bro. Hey, I'm gonna tell you something, and y'all ain't gonna believe me. He was a running back.
Really?
And he was a healthy fella back then. And I remember he showed up over there to our school, and he's like, they were like, hey, lineman, go over here. Linemen go over here, quarterbacks, running backs, defensive back. So I was a running back still. Running backs and receivers over here. I go over there, and here comes Ralph. I say, hey, bro, you supposed to go that way. And he's like, nah, man, you don't know me. He goes, nah. He's like, I'm a running back, bro. And I'm gonna tell you what, I started cracking up, dude.
Did you
I said, you know what, come on, bro, 'cause I could use a good laugh. Let's go do this. Hey, tell me not, dude. That dude trucked a couple people,
really,
bro. But I mean,
shout out to Ralph, man.
Yeah, and I told Ralph, I said, but and then we were on defense, and then I remember he ran over one of the outside the mic linebacker, and then I was laughing so hard when I went to tackle him, dude. I was laughing when I tackled him, dude. and the sad thing is, I didn't wrap up good enough, and I was laughing. So he bounced off. I bounced off of him. But it was a good thing because I was able to get back up and catch him 7 yards later. So I said, all right, I can't have this. He won't let me live. He won't let me live this down, bro. Let me get him.
Hey, did you ever think Ralph would be a running back?
Nah.
No, hey,
I honestly thought he probably like linebacker or something like that.
Well, he's kind of in no man's land, dude. Because I mean, lineman, he's about 8 inches too short for a lineman. And then but I mean, I'm telling you, he carried his weight, bro.
Did he?
Shut up, but I mean, he lasted there for about a week or two, and
Then they moved him.
Well, and I think he ended up moving
Oh,
a couple
okay.
weeks later or something like that. He went back to South Houston or something.
Oh, I'm sorry.
See, when
Sorry
you
to
don't
hear
make the team, you move, you know?
So
I'm just playing.
No, you're not.
Ralph gonna kill me for that
Yeah,
one.
Ralph's
is he watching?
I don't know.
Hey,
start talking
Coach,
mess about me in a minute.
what's up with this golf tournament, man?
What golf tournament?
Says Sean Aina.
Oh,
Inna?
Sean Inna, yeah. He runs
Says
Adidas Baseball. He's a good guy, man. A real good guy.
Damn, golf
Yeah,
tournament, though? I just got into golf, man.
I've seen him.
Tell
I've
him
seen
I'm-
him for a long
We
time.
were still going to do our golf tournament.
Nah, I don't know if you're really into golf. Hey, you haven't even played yet.
Man,
But hold
I'm
on,
telling you.
Let's let Coach finish.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
so you're with the Mavericks.
Yes, so going back when I was coaching my oldest son, we went with the tag for a little while, and then I ended up going with PBA,
Okay.
Professional Baseball
Yeah.
Academy with Darren Force, and
Right.
back then Mike Partita was there,
Okay.
and he was affiliated with them. I went over there and I started coaching a team out of there, and we showcased and everything. We did all that good stuff, and then went to and my son ended up finishing it. But I stopped coaching my oldest son around 16, 17, about 16 years or something like that. You know, then he got hurt, so he had to do recovery for about 7 months. His humerus had broke.
Wow.
At a showcase at Stephen F. Austin.
Really?
Yeah, he slipped
Damn.
on the turf and his arm kind of got
Ugh.
torqued out, and so anyways, after PBA, after that I had my son. He was 4 years old, my youngest son, and I just started over again with him.
Yeah, and that usually happens too.
Yeah,
That usually happens.
and then he finished out over there at Memorial. He finished out at Memorial. Took him a long time. They really told him he wasn't going to play no more, but he did Memorial. He went to therapy for 6 months.
Really.
And,
Good for him.
And he was like, he didn't want to go out like that. So,
Yeah, good for
and,
him.
and there was one or two schools that still showed some interest, but he was like, Dad, it still hurts.
Yeah.
It's never going to be what it's going to be, and because I just want to further my education and just focus on my education. I said, hey man, I ain't.
There's nothing wrong with that. I tell people that all the
That's
time.
why I said, you know what, that and then he got academic money, so
Yeah.
I was like, man, I said, hey,
Go for it.
Yeah, people sleep on that academic money, Coach.
Oh,
I mean that's where the money is at. If you're smart, colleges want smart people.
Yeah.
man,
And,
I tell
they
you
just
that
sleep
all
on
the
it.
time.
They
Yeah.
just sleep on it.
Yeah,
So
they leave money on the table
all the time.
all the time.
All the time.
Yeah, and it's
All-
just, and I tell them, I said, man, that's just knowledge, bro. That's
Yeah.
knowledge. Knowledge is the key to the universe.
and
man.
not being lazy and opening them books, man. I mean,
Yeah.
that's. I mean, if like I said, I think we talked about it last week.
Yeah.
If you put as much time in the books as you do in the cage, theoretically,
Yeah.
man, you could be you could be 4.0.
Yeah.
But that's sometimes it happens. But just a lot of kids actually are actually doing that. Unfortunately, man, I think we just take that for granted, and we always focus on the kids who aren't doing it. So shout out to all the kids who are really
Dude,
doing it,
yeah.
because there's a lot of them that are doing it
Yeah,
day in, day out for years.
We preach that a lot over here with us and all that, and even with my older team, I used to tell them, I said, "Look, man," and the parents would come and tell on them, "Hey, coach, they ain't doing this and this and this." I'm like, "Okay, I said, what you want me to do? Make them run, or what you want, And they're like, "Yeah, coach, talk to them." And I don't mind, but at the same time, they need to learn that because I'm only there 2 times a week.
Yeah.
I mean, who, and then they're there and they're trying their best. But like I said, I had some parents that were single parents, and they had their hands full, especially with teenage boys.
And that's, I mean, you're always going to find that. I
Yeah.
mean, especially you were located on this side of town, right?
Yeah.
I hate to say more so. I'm from this side of town, so
Yeah.
not Pasadena, I might add, but Javier Airport area.
The
so-
southeast.
Yes,
Macau.
southeast. No, Park Place in Reveille.
Oh, okay.
Park Place in Reveille,
Yeah.
right there by
Yeah.
Kelly's Country Cooking.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I remember going to Kelly's when it was just in the corner of Lang's Pharmacy. It was probably about this big back in the day, but that was a long time ago. Okay, so you were with Mavericks.
Yeah,
then-
so we started
Then y'all
over-
switched.
Well,
When did y'all become Swing Kings?
We switched
Couple of years ago, right?
Yeah, 10U, and then we played 11U and 12U with Swing Kings.
Okay.
Under Swing Kings
Did y'all
and
go to Elite
last
with
year.
Swing Kings?
Yeah, we
Okay.
went. We went last year.
Okay.
We went last year. Man, and I think what is it?
Did you like it? Did you like the Elite?
Well, I mean, the new fields are nice, dude.
Yeah, they're very nice.
And it was well organized and everything. There were
like the
some-
rain delays? Did y'all have rain delays last year?
Not really. Not really.
And the year before, man, it was
Oh,
rain delay city.
that's Florida
yeah,
all
true.
the time, dude. And,
True.
and I mean, when we've gone out there in the past, it's always been like that. I mean,
Right.
even with my oldest son. But thing is, their runoff system, their drain system there. I mean, it
It's
could
awesome.
pour. It could pour down, and it's like dry.
Yeah.
I mean, you could if you really look, you can see like the drain, like
Yeah.
it,
Well-
right by first base and everything. I
Well,
mean,
when I was in MLB sales, So everywhere where all the fields are at, they used to just be parking lot. Because the Nationals would play in that big stadium,
right.
And so all right there was just
empty lot.
concrete, just concrete. Because I remember used to parking there,
right.
and then parking in the back. But yeah, I think they did really well with that. I kind of liked it better at Disney, me personally.
Yeah, it was nice.
But man, you can't.
But you had to stay. Did you have to stay at the on their resorts and everything?
No.
See, they at that one time we went
Stay to play.
Yeah, no, we did.
Well, that was created by Perfect Game.
Yeah, and you know, it's just that's pretty much what happens. But yeah, John Reese, that is old school. In the back of the corner, the right was Kelly's. Back in the day, yeah, I was like 6, 7.
Man, you and John, you and John
me
hitting
and
it
John,
off.
Yeah, me and John. I don't know him, but good looking out, John. And so, okay, so you go to the elite. How'd y'all do in the elite?
Oh, bro, I don't want to talk about that.
Okay, did you?
Nah, I'm not. No, I mean, look, we had a real good.
Things
squad.
happen at the elite. I mean, you can.
We had a real good squad, but we were already having a. I ain't gonna say no names, man, but we were already having a fallout with a couple of the parents.
Okay.
You know, you
made it awkward.
Yeah, and
Okay.
it was like there's this clique and there was this clique.
Okay.
And you know,
that hurts.
you know, and I would have got it if I wouldn't have mind so much. It was really probably one person more than the other ones, and I don't really have nothing. Baseball's baseball to me.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
Nothing personal, you know. So, they just kind of made it awkward, and it there was no fun in it. I mean,
Yeah.
other than me, you know, me being with my family is always great.
And
right?
that's the worst, bro. When you're
It
having
was-
fun.
Yeah. All it
Bro,
takes is one. All it takes is
all
one.
it ta- and,
All it
and,
takes is
and,
one.
and I'm gonna tell you, and that's shame on me because I should have known better.
Should you have handled it in hindsight, being 2020? Should you have just gotten rid of
Yeah. Well. Yeah.
A or X or whoever they
Well,
were?
yeah, and that was kind of the situation prior, and then we kind of opened that door back up, and
Okay.
and then so that's why I say Strickman once, shame on
Yeah.
you. Strickman, so, but
Yeah.
you know, it's,
but we all
it's-
fall into that, man.
Yeah,
we all fall into that.
And it was good, bro. But like I said, it was just the numerous things, and the bad thing was the kids could feel it.
Yeah.
And
Once
that,
they do it.
and then you know it took the joy out of a lot of it, and you know, out of my 17 years of coaching, bro, select that was the worst World Series.
Man, that's
and,
tough.
And I mean, I have some good memories with the how do you say it? the ones that are committed.
Okay.
And you know they're still here and everything.
Good.
And, you know,
Good.
and so you know, and then it's like I say, some of them that ain't. I mean, and some of the ones that weren't ain't here no more. I mean, like I say, it's baseball's baseball. Everybody got to do what they think is best for them.
Yeah.
I expect them to. That's your job.
That's
as
what
a
they
parent.
should do.
Yeah, that's your job as a parent.
And I tell Junior that all the time, man. I was like, man, it doesn't matter what you do for your kid. If you think that's the right decision, then that's the right decision.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter what we think, you think, or Julio thinks. It's just you have to figure that out.
My only thing is don't make it personal.
Well, see, that's
where it's tough for everybody.
Don't make it personal.
Okay.
Because I mean, like you see, I play around a lot,
Yeah,
like a
yeah.
joke, but at the same time, I'm I don't say nothing. I try not to be too confrontational about it.
The deal is parents take it personal
Because it's the kid.
Yeah, because it's their kid, and the coaches don't take it personal. But imagine if they did.
Oh
Man, it'd be.
Oh,
I've been around some teams that.
Yeah. and you know, it's like I said. I mean, you can say whatever you want to say. I mean, say you blew that call, coach. Hey,
Yeah.
okay, I blew the call, whatever. But don't sit there and say, well, you blew that call, and then your son this or your son that. And none of them did really.
Right.
None, or at least not to my face. So, you know, it makes it awkward. Like I said, just don't make it personal, man. Just don't make it personal, and you know, bring them in. If you don't like it, make a move. But don't sit there. If you're gonna leave on your own accord. I mean, because don't leave and try to take people with you.
Yeah.
Because you're too scared to make a decision on
Yeah,
your own. And fail.
exactly, and that always happens.
And it's always
Damn.
So let me ask you a question. So did you like how they broke it up into 4 teams at the elite? Did they do that last year? Because 2 years ago there was
like 4 top brackets.
Yeah, no,
for
it was like 8 brackets of 4 quads.
Dude,
Did they have that last year with you
okay,
guys?
okay. Y'all remember what I said last week about that throwing that ball around stuff?
Yeah.
And just so y'all know, I got a little hate mail on that, but you know, it's all good. But you know, I'm gonna tell you something, dude. That I ain't never seen something so ridiculous, dude. These kids, these and the kids, I don't blame. because, congrats. Great. You did good. You did good. But how are you going to sit there and brag and show your ring and do all this thing in the copper bracket?
Hey, we won the World Series, coach.
Yeah. And then you tell everybody you won it. And you were 64 seed. 64 seed. I said, and they're broken into, I said, well, so realistically, the best realistically, you got 48th place, bro.
Yeah.
Don't put it out there like that.
But they want to shine, though, coach.
And I get that. And that's what I said. I'm probably gonna get some more.
Man, hey, you remind me of what Uncle Steve said last week, man. Nobody want to see them AA kids, man.
Well, see, well, I wouldn't say that, bro. I wouldn't say that because I think that's the good thing about baseball, man. Everybody has a place. Everybody has a place, and it's a game, and it should be enjoyed by all, from everyone of all colors and creeds and religions and all that stuff. So
right.
It's something that brings us together as humanity, and it's a great thing. It's a good thing. So, with that being said, I think there's certain divisions, but if you play in AA, don't be down there talking like you better than all the major teams and my boy could be playing majors and hitting home runs and all that.
Yeah, there's a place for everyone.
Yeah, and that's cool, man. And they want that experience. They want to get out there, be on the turf fields because they're little leagues, and little league fields typically don't look like that.
Yeah,
so
those fields are really nice. I don't like it because it's too hot, and it rained when I was there.
Yeah, the rain delays.
Yeah, it was tough when we were there 2 years ago and we were 10U. Because in 9U, I don't think we had one rain delay.
Well, last year we didn't. The year before that was iffy.
But we went to that Select 30 thing, and there was rain delays all over the
Oh,
road.
yeah. Okay, so last year's, it was bad.
Did you go to the Select 30?
I wasn't there, but my wife and Jalen were there.
Yeah.
And it was like every 30 minutes.
You're in the car all the time.
Exactly.
All the time.
Where'd you stay at when you went? Did you stay in?
We rented the condo.
Did you?
Yeah,
okay.
we rent. Well, did we rent a condo? Or did we rent a condo for the World Series? I had a condo in Satellite Beach.
Okay,
Ooh,
all
right
not
off
bad.
the beach. Yeah, right off the beach.
Shoot, I was right there.
Man, we might have been at the same condo spot. That's where we were.
Like, dude, I'm gonna tell you what. One of the parents, they were at my condo.
Was it in front of the Red Leopard?
I don't even know what that is.
Oh, okay.
No, we were by
Never mind.
We're by but you know where that I don't know what street that was, but right there by Satellite Beach, and then there's the Walmart. When you hit the beach, there's a Walmart right there to your right. You take a left and you go about 2 miles down.
You were there?
That's about where we were.
Oh,
Almost close to a little close to the naval base or the air force.
Right there.
We were like right across the street from the naval base.
Yeah, we were about a mile.
But there was a place like right in front of the condo called the Red Leopard.
I think I remember.
And then me and Santos were like, man, what is that? So
Is that
we
is that
you know
before
what you know what you were thinking.
Yeah, and it was a freaking Red Leopard, dude. If you ever, man, I'm telling y'all.
Yeah. Now I stay at that Fairfield Inn right there by the stadium, man. As a matter of fact, I got like 3 rooms reserved this year for it. I just reserve them all the time because you never know if you're gonna go or whatever.
Coronavirus, huh?
I had 2 rooms last year. We didn't go, and I gave them to somebody.
Yeah.
They used my reservation because I'm telling you, that hotel's right here, and the field's like right there.
Yeah.
It's awesome, and so so
the commute instead of you could drive back real quick if you feel out something. Everything's right there.
Yeah, easy. And we got lucky on that one, and so I just tell everybody if you can get it, then get it. And if you're a platinum member like me, then we get it. So
got a caller on.
Man, we got a caller on.
Yeah, we got a caller for Sam.
Sam,
okay.
Hey, who's on the line? Thanks for calling the wind up. Hello.
Sean Ina, Adidas Baseball.
Hey, Sean Ina, Adidas Baseball.
What's
How
up,
you doing?
What's up, Coach Sean?
What's going on?
Not much. I see you giving out free hats and stuff. I mean, where was I didn't get that memo, bro.
What's up? We'll hook it up.
I didn't get that memo.
Hey, Coach, how you doing tonight?
What's up, fellas?
Oh man, I tell you, man, I'm loving this hat. I mean, I like the colors. I'm an Adidas guy. I'm not with Adidas Baseball, but
Hold up, Sam. Hey, we gonna hook it up. We'll hook it up. Hey, hey, man, I'm doing good, brother. Hey.
You want to call him back? Hey, Coach, we're gonna call you right back because we have a delay right now. We'll call you right back.
Okay, call me back.
Thanks.
Damn, that was like the Matrix.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's Julio's playlist.
Nice.
Technical difficulties.
So I am the Red Leopard King.
Hey, so you know what? Me and John Reese got a lot. You know what, John? The Kalachi shop. Okay.
The Red Leopard King.
Let me talk about the Kalachi shop.
Okay.
I did not know it was there until about 5 years ago.
The one by the shrimp gallery?
Okay, I would always go to the shrimp gallery. Always, but I
good.
never knew the kolache shop was right there.
Dude, those ham sandwiches go hard.
Oh,
dude.
man.
Dude, I kill myself.
Yeah, because somebody told me, hey, have you ever been to the kolache shop? I'm like, nah, man. He's like, man, it's right by the shrimp gallery. I'm like, well,
Hey, Sean's back on.
Oh, okay. Hey, Coach, how you doing, sir?
I think he's got the
Bluetooth on?
Yeah, he's got the show on in the background.
Okay. Hey, Coach, can you turn off the show or turn down the show so we can just hear you?
Want me to turn it off?
No, just turn down the volume to the show.
Okay, hold on. Hold on. Let me. It's down. Okay.
There you go.
Yeah, we can hear you a lot better. Can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you on the phone. Yeah.
Okay, good. That's even better. Yeah, because we were getting the background noise from whether it's.
There's like a 1 minute delay from what.
What's going on, Coach?
Man, I'm just chilling, man. I see my man Sam on there. I started like, man, where did he get them Adidas hats from?
I tell you, it's been a hot topic. I'm just looking at my comments. The Adidas hats are very popular right now, so maybe y'all should sell them for about a little $40. I'm pretty sure a lot of people will buy them.
We're changing the logo up, man. Change the logo up, man. I signed a 4-year deal with me and Mark Klein, with my buddy Mark Klein from Mark Klein Jewelers.
Uh-huh.
We signed a 4-year deal with Adidas, and all of a sudden they want to act some asses. They did some rebranding, whatever they did, whatever.
Mm-hmm. Really?
But we'll hook you up with some hats. All of y'all hook you with some hats.
Nice.
Yeah.
And I'll make sure y'all get some tops too.
Nice.
Hey.
That's what I'm talking about, man. See, nobody. See, that's why I love Adidas.
Sam, you gonna get your stuff. Don't worry about all that.
I see how it is. Get a podcast, you get your stuff real quick. You're a coach. It takes about a year and a half.
There you go.
That's about right.
Got to earn your stripes.
Y'all talking about the Mexican League and all that stuff like that, man. Look here, I played at Bel Air. Yeah, I went to Bel Air and all that good old stuff. And I went to San Jac. And so on and so on. But, man, my man Sam, he's doing a great job what he's doing with the kids. And like I said, we're gonna do a golf tournament because him and I talked about this before.
Yeah.
And so because I'm a guy that likes to give back to the community, give back to the kids, and all that good stuff like that. And you know, Ray and I go way back. The Dulles High School days.
Yeah.
And, you know, Jesse, and Jesse, you got Ray, you know, Rob, and all those guys, man. Yeah. So you know,
Jesse's the forgotten brother in that trio.
Yeah.
Jesse's the forgotten brother, but man, he was good back in the day.
Yeah. They both, you know, the twins, they were at Baytown Lee together.
Yeah, exactly. I had a couple of friends that played with them under Coach Dick Smith out there. That was a long time ago.
Yes, sir. Dick Smith, you know. And I'm listening to y'all the whole time about the college stuff and how the coach is going to do this and do that. Man, you know what? You know, I don't know if y'all know, I work for the Padres too.
Yeah. I did not know that.
I cannot talk about the kids and the draft and all that stuff because it's, you know, the way the legal shit that the MLB has with us. But,
correct.
But you know, I sit up here. The college coaches, there's going to be a lot more college coaches out at tournaments this year because of the issue. You can't be on campus and all that stuff like that.
Mm-hmm. Now, Coach, let me ask you a question, okay? Because now some of these some of these high school seniors that are, I know, I'm not going to say the kid's name, but let me tell you his situation. He got an email or he got a phone call. I can't remember what the dad told me, okay? He's going
email.
Okay, it was probably an email, but he's a college senior. He's a high school senior, and they told him that his scholarship may not be honored because of what happened this spring.
Translation, something bigger, better.
Yeah, well, he's a good kid.
Question.
Yes.
Question. What school is he going to?
It's a Big 12 school.
A D12 school?
No, Big 12. Big 12.
Oh, Big 12 school. Big 12 school.
Yes.
Here's the thing. It depends. So from what I understand is the college coaches have the right to accept a senior coming back or not accept. So I talked to a college coach the other day and a D2 coach. And so one of his guys, well, two of his guys, that put up great numbers before everything got canceled. He told his, he said, Coach, look here, I got a job right now that's going to make me $75,000 when I graduate. He says, son, you're not going to play professional baseball. Why not just hit that job? Don't come back your senior year. So, but a lot of these guys are honoring the seniors coming back. My thing is, okay, so you push your incoming freshman back another year. Because, go ahead.
Are you talking about redshirting them, or what are you talking about doing if you're going to hold them back?
Well, that's what they're going to have to do.
Yeah.
That's what they're going to have to do.
Yeah.
And you guys were talking about the junior college and the D1s and all that. My thing is, and this is what I try to tell a lot of parents. The 2020, our 2020 class with Adidas Baseball, we have 25 kids going to college baseball out of the 2020 class, and that was just off 2 teams from this summer.
Wow, nice.
Yeah. And the thing about it, if you get with a program, an organization that's going to work for your kids, and it's going to cost some money, but that's why Sam. I talked to Sam about this before. I would love to have a golf tournament. We talked about the golf tournament where the kids that can't afford to play this game, that Sam might have 4 or 5 kids that can't afford to play the game. You know what? Hey, whatever Sam brings, his team brings in, boom. Sam, how many kids you got that can afford to play? Travel with you? Coach, I got 5. Yeah. Okay, how much would it cost for those 5 kids to go to a tournament with you? Coach, $25,000. I'm just off the top of my head, $25,000. Just being stupid on this one. All right, let's take 20 of that and allocate it to where you can dish it out where you want to dish it out to.
Right.
But this is Mark and I've been trying to get Mark to understand what I want to do about the golf tournament. He and I got a lot of stuff going on where Adidas Baseball is Adidas Baseball, but now you want to call it AB Baseball because, like I told you, Adidas Baseball they're throwing us a roadblock. I don't know what's going on with them, but here's the thing: for the past 2 years, we signed a 4-year contract with them. We spent over $200,000 in the summertime.
That's real money too, Coach.
Yeah.
It's real money.
Yeah.
Sam, you know that.
Yeah, that's real money, Coach.
Yep.
Real money. We spent over $200,000 with them. Just this year for the 2021 class, well, just for this summer class, just this summer coming up, the 2020 class going in to this summer. We with our dues, you get shoes, you get bags, you get uniforms, you get all. It's all inclusive. We spent just on shoes this year. I think we spent $14,000 on shoes.
Dang.
Yeah.
And that's for all the teams in the program, every team.
Yeah, they take care of the players.
Yeah,
well.
good.
Sam knows. He knows. And then bags and all that stuff. So we got a warehouse sitting aside. We got spikes sitting there, turf sitting in there. We got bags sitting in there. And I think our uniforms come in March, April, May. I think they come in middle of May. When our uniforms come in.
Yeah, I thought
so.
that's what I heard.
And what we do is we give the parents the option of you can pay this in installments, not one big thing.
Right.
Installments. And then we understand that the parents that can afford it, you know what? Hey, okay, this is what the cost is for the summer. Hey man, let's knock out $300 or $400 for them. So, but I'm talking to Sam. Sam and I, we've been communicating a lot of stuff, and so I was so when I was looking at the podcast, I'm like, where the hell they get them hats from? And then, Coach, I get because I watch your podcast all the time.
Oh, thanks.
so I'm sitting there like, man, okay, we got some new hats coming out, all good stuff. I will take care of you boys. Don't worry about that. Hey, if you ever want to have me on the show, don't. Hey.
Yeah, we will. We should.
Yeah.
Hey, Coach.
And then,
Coach, let me ask you a question.
I know a lot of big league guys, so don't even worry about all that. So,
Coach, let me ask you a question.
My man Charlie Hayes would love to come on this podcast. I guarantee.
Woo. He's got some funny stories too.
You're cracking up, bro.
I talked to him one time for an hour on the phone. I laughed for 59 minutes. I mean,
I'm if Charlie and I say, hey Charlie, hey, meet me on this podcast. Let's go to the other side of town. Let's go, because I live in Katy.
Oh, okay, nice.
You know? Yeah, I live in Katy, and so the north side. I know all about the north side. I heard y'all talking about the Mexican League. Yeah, when I played, when I was independent ball and all that good stuff, we would come back home and play in the Mexican League. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, baby. Yeah. I know about the Mexican League real well, baby.
Hey, Coach, when you're at Bel Air, who was the coach out there? Was it Knobloch?
Excuse me?
When you're at Bel Air, who was the coach out there? Was it Knobloch?
Coach Knobloch.
Which one?
Coach Dad.
The dad?
Then Mark took over.
Okay.
When Dad retired, yeah.
Okay, cool. I played for...
my mom taught it. The crazy thing is, when my parents moved here from Louisiana, they bought a house on the north side off of Cross Timbers. Mm-hmm. In the only subdivision that had brick houses. So my mom taught at Yates for 5 years, and then for the past 25 years, she taught at Bel Air High School.
Okay.
My parents bought a house in Bel Air. A lot of people didn't know about this, but my parents bought a house in Bel Air, and we would go back and forth.
Oh, okay. Nice.
Yeah. So during the week, we stayed in Bel Air.
Oh, okay. Nice.
On the weekends, we went back on the north side because that's where most of our family was. So So hey, I'm just telling the truth. No. That's what a lot of people do now.
No, yeah, they do.
Hey, Sean, were you stayed out there in North Side? Were you out there by Booker T?
What you talking about, man? I was off 45 and Cross Timbers, take a right off Cross Timbers.
Yeah.
I love back to the right, baby.
Okay.
I was on. Let me tell you the truth. I was on Sam Houston High School. You want to know?
Oh, okay. All right.
That's what I was trying to figure out.
Nice. Mm-hmm. Nice.
Yeah.
Man, that's a long way.
Yeah,
Yeah, I lived it. So when I was like 19, 20, when I was about 20, I stayed a little bit over there for a couple of years off of right there by BW Meat Market.
Okay.
Right off across.
I know what you're
talking about. Right there.
That's funny. Hey, Coach. Since you just let us know that you're with the Padres, have you ever been to the facility that they have in the Dominican Republic?
I have not. I'm not an international scout. I have not.
Man, but I got to tell you, Coach, if you ever go there, that is the best facility in all of Major League down there. It's like a Four Seasons hotel. It's awesome.
Tatis was
Tatis
was there.
This summer I took my 2020s to Arizona to Perfect Game, right?
Uh-huh.
And so you fly in, speaking 100 degrees, we're there the whole time. And I've been there so we get there. So we're playing between the Seattle Mariners and Padres. We have a facility with them, and the Rangers and KCF still together.
Right.
So we're sitting there, and the kids say, "Hey, Coach, at any given time, can we go to the Padres facility?" Yeah, all right. So I call my guy. We roll over there, and I'm waiting for them. They get the tour of the facility, and you got your minor league guys working there. And so when you first come in, you go through the reception area, all this stuff. We have a Spanish-speaking or international-speaking computers and all that stuff so the kids can understand this and that. And so the parents were so in awe with, "Hey, Coach, let me ask you a question. these kids get to understand English. That is why they're here.
Yep.
We draft them from different countries, and they go to classes to understand English. Oh, are you serious? I said, y'all thinking everybody, when they get drafted, they go to Major League Baseball. No. They go to minor league baseball. They ride buses for 6, 7, 12 hours to go play baseball. This is our rookie. This is what the rookies are.
Yep.
If a big leaguer gets hurt or whatever, this is where they come. They don't go to this. They come here and train and get better with all our trainers and everything, and then they go. Oh, you know what? Let me send them in Double A. See how he's doing. We'll send him Triple A. Okay, let's get back to the big leagues. The parents are so in awe. Everybody thinks the kids go, "Oh, he's a Major League Baseball guy." No. He's a minor league base. He got drafted by a minor league, big league team. He's a minor league guy.
Yeah. And it's even worse. I mean, not even worse. It's even harder once you're down in the Dominican because they send you to that Dominican summer league, and some people never get out of that. You never get out of that. And but that training complex over there, it's like the Four Seasons. Yeah. I'm trying to pick up some. I'm going to post some photos of it because that is the best.
Well, I've seen it. You ain't got to tell me I've seen it.
Yeah, but Coach Sam and Junior haven't seen it, man. It's outstanding. It's overlooking the water. It's like you're in San Diego, but you're in the Dominican Republic, and you're at the Four Seasons.
That's the thinking. Okay, you know how you were in San Diego, right?
Right.
Okay, we want to get you to play professional baseball. And here's what people don't. I'm going to back this up. You got Dominican, you got Venezuelans, you got Puerto Ricans. What people don't understand, and this is what I try to tell a lot of people. Wow. If you're not in somebody's academy, by the time you're 8 years old, go get a job. No, we laugh at it now, but it's true over there, though.
No, it's 100% true over there.
Well, it's like that. It's like that documentary, the Pelotero.
Yeah.
If you've ever seen it,
Yeah.
they uproot them from their families at 12 years old, and you're an investment now.
Yep.
And trying to get that sign-on bonus at 16.
That's exactly it.
Yeah.
And they would train you to, and all of a sudden, you think about it. Okay. We're all of color on this phone call and on our pod. Okay. You think about how baseball is right now and how baseball in the back of the day was.
Right.
Yeah. Yep.
Is there a lot of color there?
No. Not way
Not
back.
what we want.
Yeah.
No. I'll tell you like
Not
this.
what we want.
We played a tournament once, a long time ago. And I ain't going to say the name of the park or the director or what. And
Who this?
my team, one of my teams. And we won it, and it was up in North Houston area. Well, not past your north, where you and I used to live a little bit, right? Way past that. So we win it. What did they do? Instead of doing the trophy ceremony, they leave them outside of the field in the box, and then say everything's right there. Y'all got 5 minutes till we turn the lights off.
Yeah.
And that team that we beat, there was no ethnicity there at all, and they took offense to it. They took offense to it, and it's like that movie on Pelotero. I mean, you look how they portray Americans. What did they say? They go, they might have invented the game, but we perfected it. It's our sport. It's our sport, and that's what they say, and that is their mentality. We're here to take it from you.
It's crazy.
And take your take it. And I tell my team that. I've always told my team that.
Everybody knows who Carl Crawford is, right?
Yes.
Whew.
Coach,
what school did he go to?
He went to.
What school did he go to?
He went to Jeff Davis.
Jeff Davis, yeah.
Jeff Davis High School. Mm-hmm. So my brother and I, which is Sid Holland, we saw. What's so crazy? So I built. I'm not gonna say I built, but I put bricks on the building at Baseball USA. I coached you. So let me tell you my background, guys. Everybody know I played at Bel Air and I played at San Jack. Went to Maryland Baylor for 1 year. I was the coach at Houston Christian right next door for 10 years. We won all the championships, and Houston, they didn't want to play us and all that, whatever. So for the 10 years we were there, we went to the final four 8 out of 10 years. I got 3 state championships there. And then I went to then I left there. I went to Northland Christian, and I went to St. Thomas Episcopal in Bel Air for 3 years. So, but the thing about it is when we were at Baseball USA, people don't know Baseball USA. They see it now. It used to be down about. I don't know if y'all do. You ever seen the silos down the Beltway toward I-10?
Yeah.
The rice grains, that's where baseball used to be. It used to be over there. We had some small cages over there and all that. And then what people don't understand is the subsidiary, the people that own Baseball USA, Mauricio don't own shit over there. I'm gonna just tell you that right now. No, I'm being serious. Look, I know Schulte, I know Adam Dunn, all that. They rent that from Metro National, which owns Memorial City Mall, Memorial City Hospital, all that stuff. So, in 2005, we wanted to renovate Field 1. Renovating Field 1, the school would not trade this piece of property because we were going to build a $4.5 million stadium. You know, when you come into Baseball USA, the lake on right in front of you, but the property right beside you, we were going to build a baseball and softball complex, all turf and all that stuff like that. Anyway, so this fast forward. I was at Baseball USA for 16 years. I was there 10 at Houston Christian and 6 before they moved to where they are now. So I was in there with Ray DeLeon, Doug Draybeck, with the Woodlands. Yeah, it's the select baseball has been around here a long ass time, and my man Ron Mathis and I were at Houston Christian for 10 years together. So when let me tell you, you know, I don't want to talk shit about Darren Larson, but I'm gonna leave him out. Darren and Ron don't like each other. Ron left in 2008 to start Nations when he went to Florida and noticed that USSSA, the guys up front making millions and millions and millions of dollars, and they're not getting kickbacks on the millions and millions of dollars that USSSA is making. So he started Nations Baseball. Nations Baseball. Why would you not follow a guy and Ron is smart as shit, because all 3 of his kids are lawyers. Yeah. He told me, hey, Sean, I'm doing this because, you know what? My kids by investment. He made sure they got to the best schools. They all went to best schools. And they all graduated, and they're all lawyers now. He's got 4 kids that are lawyers in different realms of the industry. So, anybody got any questions for me?
Man,
No, that's that little history lesson.
Yeah, man.
History lesson.
Man,
Speak to me, boys.
man, you teaching us something, man, Coach. I appreciate it, man.
And I'm gonna tell you something.
But no, you know what? You guys, hey, right now, everybody get a pencil in their hand, a pen or whatever in their hand. Well, Sam, you got my number. You know, Sam, how to call
All right,
me.
go ahead, Coach.
All right, my other 2 guys, 281-630-8615. Y'all can call me, text me, anything. You know what? I want to come on the show. Where's the show located at?
Right here in Pasadena, Coach.
Right off Beltway 8 near the Beltway 8.
What, you think I'm scared?
All right.
Come on. I ain't scared.
Well, we're going to get – if you're not scared, let's get you on next week.
When next week?
Fridays.
Friday.
Let me see my boy Trevor Hayes come with me.
All right, let's do it.
All right, y'all got my number, right?
Yeah, we got it now. We got it now.
We got it, and we're looking forward to see you next week.
Okay, well we're gonna follow up. Let me see if Troy can come. Hey, y'all like ugly glasses, don't y'all?
Yeah, we do.
Oh yeah.
I know y'all do. I see y'all. Send me like from Oakley. I got the hookups.
Okay. Hey, Coach, before you go, I'm glad you brought up Carl Crawford because I'm still of the opinion he is one of the best high school football players I ever saw play.
Okay, let me tell you about. I'm gonna tell you a funny story about Carl. All right, here we go. So, me and my brother over at Baseball USA, before they changed everything around over there, at the new facility. Okay, so my brother's hit me. I'm hit with him, and I said, bro, this motherfucker got skills, bro. Yeah. So, an agent of our buddy, agent of ours, he said, hey, I'm gonna see you, Carl Crawford and Michael Bourne up to the. I said, okay. Well, who the hell is Michael Bourne? We don't know who the hell Carl Crawford is. And we gonna push Chris Young in there too. Chris Young, who the fuck is that? I said, Sid, hey man, he got some potential, dog. He went to Bel Air, dog. He got potential. All right, so they all come in. Me and my brother worked with him. Like, oh shit. Oh, okay, all right. Well, when we first saw them, we didn't know who they were. They would come into Baseball USA. At the old Baseball USA, Fabucci took over. They walked down the middle. We had cages on the left and the right hand side. They walked to the machine cage in the back. We like, God. Man, you hear that shit? Somebody get dead out, bro. Somebody get dead out. Wow. All right, so they walk back. Hey, man, what side y'all hit on? Oh, he's on the left side. All right, come here, man. Let me talk to y'all. I said, man, what's your name? He said, Carl Chris. I said, all right. Hey, this is what I want you to do. Tomorrow, come in. Don't worry about nothing. Just come to our cages. My brother and I right beside each other. Sid Holland play. He was coach for the Astros and all the good stuff. Nolan Ryan sent him to school because his dad was a clubby for the Astros for a long ass time. So they came back in, and so boom, 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 they hitting them. And so Carl came in like, ooh. So my brother told him, hey man, act like you stepping on tacks, right? and he started hitting, boom, boom, boom. My brother said, hey man, what's wrong with you, man? And my feet sore. Hey, the feet sore for him. Man, I put tacks out on the ground. I was like, stepping on tacks. Man, that was our story. We called Carl Super Rook. That's the nickname for us, Super Rook.
Nice.
Because he did everything we told him, Super Rook, and if he would have still played to this day and been healthy, he could have had 3,000 hits. Go back and look at his hits to the total when he retired.
Yeah, great player.
Oh, he had 3,000 hits. Easy.
Yeah, great player. Well, Coach, hey man, thank you for calling in, and we're gonna hook up with you so you can come in.
I had a great time. I'm just looking at you guys. I'm like, Man, will somebody tell me how to call in, please?
Yeah, well, hopefully we can get you on the next couple of weeks, and we could talk.
I'm gonna call Charlie tomorrow and
Okay.
see if we can get him next week.
Okay. Cool.
Sam,
Hey, Sean, why don't you bring Bo too?
Sam, keep doing what you're doing, baby.
I appreciate it. Thank you, Sean.
You know what?
Yes, sir.
You know what? When you were talking about the team,
Yes, sir.
I know who you were talking about. I didn't want to say nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I already know. I know the whole scoop. But trust me, I know the whole scoop. And if I can keep Brian Hayes, which is Charlie's son,
Yeah.
to come with us, I'll do it.
I hear you.
Cool. All right, Coach.
All right.
Well,
Hey,
have a
do
good
y'all have
Friday
my
night.
number?
Yeah, we got your number. We got it.
All right.
We'll text you this week.
You know me watching now, God damn it. Text me on the live feed.
Yeah.
So I'm in.
All right.
I'm in.
Well, good. Well, we'll keep in touch and we'll get you on.
Hey guys, you're doing a great job, man.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Sean.
Thank you. We'll keep in touch with you.
All right, brother.
Okay. Thanks,
All right,
sir.
take care.
Thank Coach.
All right. Y'all have a good night.
Okay. You too.
Damn.
All right.
Adidas Baseball coming in with fire
Damn.
Hey,
and
bro.
history.
Yeah. Hey, dude, I'm gonna tell you something. So when I got affiliated with them because of Mike Partito.
Okay.
Mike Partito was helping to organize and all the younger teams. And I talked to him when we were at the World Series because I was, when all that was happening down there. I was like, man, I already see where this is going. I said, you know what, we need to change. I want to change. We need to change. Talked to Mike. Mike's like, hey man, bro, I was gonna just talk to you about that, and all that. He goes, come to Adidas. He goes, come to Adidas. Bring, whatever. Bring the boys you're gonna bring. And let's grow
go.
it.
Yeah.
Let's go. And man, we did that, and it's been good since, man.
Good.
We get a practice. I mean, they got a lot of boys that are going,
Yeah,
college.
they do.
A lot, and my young squad, it's real beneficial for them because they get to go and work out with them like on the off season.
Okay.
They'll go practice with them, and they get to see their mannerisms and pick up the polish it up real nice.
Yeah.
So some of these boys like Vargas from Clear Falls and all of them. I mean, they got some talent.
Clear Springs.
Clear Springs. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Clear Springs. They got some some talent out there.
Yeah, they do. They do. And so where do they practice at? Where do you guys practice at? Y'all practice?
Yeah, we do cages and everything out of and core and all that out of by Cody's facility.
Okay.
We do that, but we also practice out of we have a field that we rent here locally.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, and it's right now it's 5480, but we practice more on 6090.
Okay.
And then I'm tied into like a local high school to where we could probably we'll get some access there sometime.
Okay, cool. Now is that tough to get down here?
Yeah.
It is, right?
Yeah.
I think it's a lot easier up north.
Yeah, I tell you here.
I could be wrong though.
Here
but-
it's hard, and they actually cut some people out because one of the persons that runs the park here knows me from when I played ball here.
Oh, okay. Well,
So
that
they-
always helps.
Yeah, so I was actually on one of the All-Star teams here back a long time ago.
Oh, really?
So he's like, I remember you. And
Hey, as a matter of fact, Coach Partito's watching too. He's with who's he with now? The Reds?
yeah, he's Cincinnati
With the
Reds.
Reds?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
And see, we do a
Yeah, I
lot
saw
of things.
that, yeah.
We do a lot of things, man, to where he speaks to the guys and stuff like that, and comes out and we get some other coaches come out and some other scouts, and they come out and we kind of do like light evaluations on the players, give them some pointers and stuff like that. Man. So
Okay, that's always good. Hey, what's up, Marcos? How you doing, man? And Beth's still here. Hey, did y'all see the picture where Beth was wearing her wind-up shirt today? Nice. Yeah, she looked good. You look good, Beth, in the shirt. You look good.
Miss
Yeah,
Beth.
keep on wearing it too, please. I saw the picture. I was like, oh man.
y'all gotta do some marketing when we vamp back up, man. Start throwing these hats, man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
hey, talk
we-
about him. Hey,
No,
we,
like
we
that.
have him in stock. Whoever wants a hat, let me know, man.
Yeah, we have them now.
We have him in stock. They're on our website.
Well,
Hit us up.
Sam. Actually, we had ordered them beforehand, and then all this stuff
Yeah.
started. And then it seemed like just everybody just stopped. Hell, even FedEx is just. I mean, FedEx is.
Man.
Oh, man. FedEx is killing me
look,
right now.
I ordered some more of the plyo balls,
Mm-hmm.
and they barely came in. I think Wednesday, bro. I ordered them by back in January.
Yeah, no, you're right, man. You're
Wait,
right.
hey, did Coach Sean say he's gonna bring us Oakleys? Is that what I heard?
He said he got the hookup.
Yeah, he said he got the hookup.
He gonna hook us up.
We need
Cody.
to define hookup.
Yeah, he better not give y'all some first. So, he's a good guy, man. I talked to him when we do these inner practices and everything, and Very knowledgeable, man. Very
man.
knowledgeable man, and got a lot of insight on everything. And
Cool.
you know, he's into it, man.
Nice.
You know, older fella, but I mean, he's in there. He's active. Man.
Yeah, somebody said that you got him riled up. I don't
That's
know
Mike.
That
was Mike.
that was Mike. Okay,
Yeah,
I didn't know if it was Mike or
Mike.
Jason Lozano. So
Yeah, that's
Well,
Mike.
Via the Ferrari Michelada Mix hotline, we have the one and only Triple SA only.
Oh, God.
Triple SA director.
Here we go.
Lonely is right, man.
Yeah, what's up, Darren? Darren Larson in the building, man.
Well, that's what they say. It's lonely on top, ain't it? At the top.
Dude, I don't know about that, man. I'm just out working on fields every day.
Hey, I see you, bro.
Spending money.
I see you, man. Hey, give us real quick for everybody tuning in. Give us an update.
Yeah,
we're waiting on the state. We're waiting on the governor.
Dude, I mean, really, everybody knows it's just going to come down to the governor. I mean, I'm not. It is what it is. I mean, whatever they tell us we can play, then we'll play. I mean, no one's out here to break no laws or go to jail or get any fines or anything.
I guarantee you, it's not because of Darren.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we're just, when they say we can go, we can go. I mean, I'd love to get back out there, but if anything, it's more about things I hear is more about the kids just needing a break, man. I mean, it's not about baseball or anything else. They just need something to do other than being cooped up in the house or hanging out with one friend in the neighborhood.
Fishing, bro. Fishing.
Yeah. So let's say that they do let us start playing back May 1st. I'm assuming we're gonna have like precautions at tournaments and stuff like that, or what's your plan?
Yeah, I mean, we'll talk to the coaches and stuff. I mean, for the most part, what I could see, and this is just from talking to guys around the country and that, and feedback they've gotten from parents and things like that, and like one lady up north talked about one of the directors, like, hey, you're not going to allow sunflower seeds, right? And we kind of looked at each other and like, hey, that makes sense. No seeds. That way the kids aren't spitting at each other in the dugout. And so we're probably going to ban seeds. I mean, that'll be a little less spitting around, less droplets or whatever, I guess. And then some people talked about the social distancing in the dugouts and that. And I mean, there's some ideas with that. Maybe, I mean, at certain parks, I mean, it's really easy just to go outside the fence. We can't allow you to be in foul territory, basically, inside the fence. But you got your couple guys, the batter, the on-deck guy, and then if we have 2 or 3 guys in the dugout and then everybody else outside the fence, I guess, I mean, that would take care of the social distancing for the dugout portion of it.
Oh, sounds good. So I saw you sent the email out with I guess, I mean, I'm sure you have everything kind of already like planned out and scheduled if we get to go, right?
Yeah, I mean, I'll be honest, I went back and forth on it a million times, and we're gonna do this if everybody says, hey, let's play on Monday and we can do it. I mean, I was going to wait until the 8th, but I guess a few other people are trying to go May 2nd or whatever. So I'm like, okay, I guess it's May 2nd's the time. And I don't know that anybody should be ready to go out and win a tournament or anything like that. We don't need the extra stress of somebody trying to go out and win a tournament and anything like that. So if we do anything, we posted some double headers for Saturday, Sunday. Next week I have Big League Dreams, Premier, Baseball USA. And then if Hidalgo in Houston, if there's a big fight between her and Abbott, then I was able to get Fields and Brenham like 4 times, which is also Waller County. So we'll have Waller County's got a Republican judge, so I think they're going to go along with whatever the state says.
Hey,
and
Darren.
so I'll have plenty of fields out that way.
Hey, Darren, as long as you don't put us out there at the spillway out in San Leon like back in the day, bro.
I wasn't around back then. So I'm like,
oh, okay.
And so, I mean, I used to practice at the old Baseball USA back with the Mudcats when my oldest boy was 10, but it's about as far back as I go.
Thank you.
And so it really is just going to come down to that. So, I mean, there might be, I think Montgomery County is open for them, not open to play, but like I think they've lifted some stuff, so they'll be close. Waller County has been really good. I've been talking to the judge in Waller County. We've been going back and forth on Facebook Messenger. So we are communicating with them. And then also next week there'll be a location at Big League Dreams, the Hilton Garden Inn, where you guys did your podcast. and then the farm league, and then possibly the scrapyard. I threw it out to nations. I threw it out to a couple nations directors also, where we'll have some testing locations just to be able to help the state and everybody else do testing for players and families and that.
Okay.
And so that way, I went and had my family get tested with Tazir and the ZT Corp on Thursday, I think it was. And so we went ahead and did that. If they can do their trace testing and stuff like that, we can help track it and knock it out. If we can find a few people that don't spread it and that, I mean, more power to make it easier to get back on the field long term. So, and I'll send that out this weekend. So if we can get a bunch of people supporting it to go get tested and all of that, insurance covers it. If you have insurance, it's going to be free. So
where's
if you got insurance,
that at,
no
Darren?
reason to go out and get it.
Darren, where's that at?
I have to put the dates out and stuff, but Big League Dreams will be one day. The Farm League will be another day. And then the Hilton Garden Inn Energy Corridor will be another location.
Okay.
And I'll put that out over the weekend.
Mm-hmm.
And then I sent an email to a text message to the scrapyard to see if it's all about baseball. It has nothing to do with nations, USSSA or anything like that. It's all one big thing when it comes to baseball and the kids and everything. So I threw out to them too if they wanted to do a site up in the Woodlands at the scrapyard also. And so I'll probably, contrary to popular, I mean, Ron may hate me, but I have no issues with Ron.
Yeah, I was about to ask you, man. There's some allegations there.
What?
I was about to ask you about that.
I mean, I have no issues, man. I'm like, I love the guy. I'm giving him a big hug, and so I'm glad he started Nations back in the day. But no, I mean, so we're gonna do some testing around the city, and then we're gonna help with that. And then as soon as they start having a reliable tests for the antibodies and all of that, then we'll provide testing locations for that also. And so we just need a little bit of time for that, and so we'll be proactive for that. I mean, it's once now that it's gotten so political, man, it's hard to know what the true story really is on every side. At the beginning, everybody was on board. Let's go to the house and let's just hang out and let's go walk around and do whatever we got to do, right?
Right.
But now it's gotten so political, man. There's 50 doctors saying this and 50 doctors saying this, and then these guys are saying this, and so who knows what the truth is, man. So
yeah, I know. Out there off like I-10 East, one place, Advanced Diagnostics, they're doing testing now, drive-through testing for Monday through Friday for free with insurance and like $50, and then they have another one called River Oaks Hospital and Clinics out there by River Oaks off of 59. So I know those two places. They're doing them as well. They've had a lot of people going through those right now too. So
the nice thing with this is that I'm going to send a link to everybody, and you're gonna put your insurance information, your driver's license in there. You're gonna take a picture of it and send it to them. They're gonna have you all set up before you get there, and so that way when it's only and the appointments are you set an appointment and it's every 2 minutes they're doing a new person.
Right.
And so that way you don't have to get pre-screened. We're not really looking for the sick people to go and all that. We're not looking. You don't have to get pre-screened.
Yeah, it's more for clearance.
Yeah. So it's basically to make it a lot easier when you just walk. I mean, you just walk in, show them your ID, who you are, and then they're already all set. They do the swab and away you go. And so that makes it nice. There's no big lines or anything like that because at the most you're gonna have 5-6 people there at a time.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, and so they're keeping it flowing pretty. They kept it flowing pretty well.
Mm-hmm.
So. It was pretty good, and we're just going to support the testing and that, and do our part from that standpoint. And I am a little bit of a conspiracy nut too, so at times. So, but I'm going to do my part on the testing part of it. So, and then the other part on the field stuff, we probably the first couple weekends will go with umpires behind the mound, and so we don't need the umpire breathing for 20 minutes at a time on the back of the kid catching. And so I don't think that's safe necessarily. And so I mean, a couple here for your bat, you have the batter and the catcher. They're a little bit apart, but the umpire is right on top of the catcher. So we need to get the umpire on top, away from the catcher, really. And
hey, Darren, I got a few DMs right now while you're talking, and this question keeps popping up, and I'm sure everybody would like to get an answer for it. What would happen, worst case scenario? Let's say we start playing again, right? You get clearance. kids get back on the field, we start playing, and then one kid gets sick. What would happen?
What do you, I mean, I don't see. That's the thing that I don't want to say cracks me up, but
you can't track it to that. No.
You can't track it. I mean, I literally left the testing station, and then I went to the Kolache factory, and then I get the bag from the girl. I could have caught it right then.
Yeah.
I mean, and so and like you go like I drove by Academy today. Literally at Academy from when I went off Grand Parkway, there must have been 200 cars in the parking lot of Academy. No line outside.
Yeah.
The Walmart parking lot's got 400 cars in it. I mean, so you're on top of everybody all the time as it is. And yes, the kids are supposed to be the carriers of it and not have shown a lot of symptoms and stuff. But I mean, like the news conference today was the sunlight basically kills it pretty quickly, the UV rays or whatever. And so yes, I mean, who knows really what it is. And I mean, and every parent's got to make that decision for themselves, really. I mean, I'm not judging anybody. I mean, I've got my 21-year-old came over from LSU Alexandria after school. They had to sit around when their season got canceled for about a month, getting their classes all straight. And so then he got back home over here 3-4 weeks ago. And so I let him kind of just hang out for the first week or so, and then he's been doing infield lessons with the guy out the rack, and then for the last couple of weeks, then we've been hitting, so giving me something to do. But I gotta make that decision with him playing summer college ball, right?
Yeah.
And in June. So I mean, I'm making the decision to let him play, or it's up to him.
Yeah.
And so, but I mean, it's yeah. I mean, and then on top of that, I'm a recovering germaphobe where. I mean, for 15 years, man, I was pretty bad at that stuff. I've gotten pretty good the last 5 years, but heck, man, I'm back to my old routines and shit.
Yeah, but right, and then like right now, the reason why I was asking about that was because I'm on a thread with a bunch of people that I got tagged on, and somebody wrote a comment like, "Hey, we play next weekend." So then I was like, "Well, who y'all playing?" Apparently, there's an NIT going on next weekend in Dallas.
Dude, I mean, I'm not a big. I don't think from just a pure baseball standpoint, I don't think anybody should be playing in a tournament next weekend. That's my opinion. I mean, getting a couple of scrimmage games in, okay, you can get some work. I'm going to limit pitching. No one's pitching. I'm not going to allow anybody to pitch 6 innings. It'll be a 3-inning max. I mean, if we really want to do it, it's really just more come get a couple games, get some work, get out of the house, right?
Yeah.
And then also baby steps back into the world. And so, but I mean, we're not trying to push the envelope on anything by no means. And just get some work in. We don't need anybody getting too carried away with anything. Yeah. I mean, the only one that should maybe be doing a tournament right now is maybe Coach Fitch. I mean, no. I mean, everybody's pretty separated.
Yeah. So, so we were talking about it earlier. I think it was like a couple weeks ago. Hey, that silver elite, man, is gonna happen. We're gonna have to get the rack ready, man, because I don't think no Houston teams are gonna be flying out of town. So, we've added. I mean, I've got like 3 or 4 different World Series type of events in Houston this summer. I've got the 22nd I think it's the 22nd to the 26th. We changed it from the Baseball USA Championships to Gulf Coast Championships. And then we've got our Astros Fest in July. Whether there'll be any Astros part of it, who knows? The tournament's still going to hopefully the tournament should be good. I mean, I would think we'd be playing in July for sure.
Darren, we needed to say World Series, bro. That's all it's doing.
Huh?
We needed to say World Series.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you want me to add $200 to the
there it goes. That's how you
shoot.
That's how you put pump the brakes on that.
Yeah. Hey, as long as it goes towards the rack, I'm cool. Because you're doing a hell of a job.
The problem is the reason we've not done technically World Series tournaments in Houston is I have to pay the national office $250 per team. And so I mean I can add that to the price, but I mean it's not what's the point? I mean it's not. I mean if I'm working on something for July that if I get that then everybody's mind will be blown, but I mean it's about bringing in a big national event that would be a World Series, but I'll know that in the next few weeks. So it's about taking over, kind of buying an event basically. And so, So that would be sweet. But well, who knows? That they're not going to be able to do it in their location. Their location is not going to be allowed to play. They're not going to be playing in July.
Yeah.
And so, but yeah, so I'm working on stuff like that. But I mean, I don't know. I mean, it's all wishful thinking on everybody's part right now, right?
Right.
Yeah,
So what else? What else is on the DM? I can't see it now, man.
Yeah, man. Everybody's just excited, man, to get back on the field, man. That's really what it comes down to. But hey, the other day I put a post out because a bunch of the coaches are going crazy too about just sitting down, not having anything to do in the weekends. So I was gonna ask, is there any way we can make this softball super rep your quad tournament for the coaches and dads at the rack? You think we can make that happen, man?
Come on out, man. Come on out. And then the other thing too is if somebody wants to come out and get some workout with their kids and stuff out the rack during the week, man, we're out there every day.
There you have it. There you have it. So we just broke news. So everybody tuning in that wants to be part of the softball, is gonna be at the rack. So I'll stay posted. I mean, we're just trying to put it together, so we'll see what's up.
Did he say that?
I had you guys on. I had you guys on mute when you were with Sean Ina. And I put you guys back off mute, and then and my name was getting thrown out there. So what other than the fact that he doesn't think me and Ron like each other, what else was that? Did my name come up at all on something else or what?
No,
I think that was on
that was all he said. The internet kind of broke with that one.
Like, huh?
The internet broke a little bit with that comment, but it's all good.
You guys skipped the beat a little bit.
Yeah, nothing that wasn't true, Darren, at least. But
I met Ron like, what was it? I met him 15 years ago, and then we actually had a meeting probably, I don't know, it was probably 6 months ago, and so about something, and so he asked for the meeting though, and then we had a good meeting. It was good, and we actually talked probably, I don't know, the last weekend we got to play. I was out at Premiere talking to Jamie out there, and while he was running his event, and I was BSing with him. And so, baseball's a small world, man. You can't have you can't burn no bridges or have no enemies with anybody, or shouldn't have. You shouldn't have anyway. It's too small.
No. Yep.
Yeah.
So,
well,
but
man,
you guys,
it's good. It's always good talking to you, Darren. Man, I appreciate it.
You guys live the dream. You keep living the dream.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Sam. Man, Sam, good seeing you, man. Yeah. You're sitting a little close to JR though. You need to probably scoot over a little bit. I think you're only at 4 foot.
We're about 4.5.
Hey, Darren, you're gonna be jealous right now. Sam has some Misa cookies right in front of him.
I know it, man. What's up with that? I've gained like 7 pounds during this whole shutdown thing. So I'm a little irritated. I couldn't afford those 7 pounds.
Nah, man. I'm gonna link up with you soon, man. And you're gonna have your cookies. I promise, man.
That's all good, man. They were good the last time.
Man, the challenges, the Eastern Bag giveaway challenges have been great, man. So I appreciate you doing that for the community and for those 4 kids that got those nice bats. Mm-hmm. I bet you if we would have posted that there were ADVs, would have had 20 times more. Yep. But hey, sucks to be there.
There's some maxims in there too, but I mean, every bat I have is a minimum of $300 to $500. Nice,
man.
I mean, there's no cheap. There's only a couple. I mean. There's really I have a couple BB cores that are the $300 bats, but like Kyron out there at the rack, he's like, hey, I want to hit with this bat. I'm like, dude, that bat's $500. You ain't getting that one. I'm like, you can have the $300 bat. Go ahead, you can keep that. But like, I'm not giving you the $500 bat. Sorry, man.
Man, I'm gonna have to slide through that warehouse and see if I can get snatch something for Jay, man.
And then they just didn't. I'm missing like 25 bats. They were supposed to send me 100 bats, and so I think they ended up sending me like 75. And I think all my drop 5s were what's missing.
Oh, I'm telling you, hot topic.
So I have all the drop 8s. I have the BB cores, the drop 8s, the drop 10s, and I don't think I couldn't find any drop 5s.
I'm telling you, the moment we posted that on the podcast and the page, everybody went and bought a drop 5. I told you.
hey, Darren, real quick. Let me tell you just real quick story. Charles, you're the guy working with you, Charles Barker, good friend, straight up dude, man. So a couple of years ago, we when all these storms and all that were coming through, our garage had gotten a little water in it and messed up one of my boys' gloves a little bit. And me and Charles were just talking random, and it just kind of came up. we show up to Big League Dreams the following week, and he goes, "Hey man, you here?" I said, "Yeah." He goes, "Hey, come up here to the office real quick." I said, "He goes, bring Isaac, bring your son." I said, "All right." So we show up there, man. He gives him a $329 glove.
Nice.
You know, and he's like, yeah, and he's like, I mean, Charles. I mean, he's one of the best guys, man, that I've met. He's, you know,
I don't want to steal Charles'
man.
thunder if he's listening, but you know that came from me, right?
Oh, see there, come on, Darren.
And so I'm not hating on Charles.
Okay.
Anything, but
Okay, what color was it?
Stuff, but he's the one that decides who gets all that stuff, though.
Yeah, no, but so we were when we were talking. He goes, I just ordered it for you and everything, man. He goes, I ordered this for you and for you, but you know, regardless of where it came from. Like,
no, I'm just mad.
I know, man. I know, but it was the gesture was awesome. So.
No, we appreciate it. And we get, like, periodically, when I get bats, we try to give them away, and we get, like, we've given away, like, during Harvey and all the rest of it, we gave away a lot of gloves and a lot of equipment and stuff like that.
Yeah, this was a hard to hide.
Rawlings or Easton or whatever it is, we try to pass it along. Mm-hmm. We're never trying to look for money on any of that stuff, and we get some Rucci gloves. And actually, I think was that a Rawlings glove or was that a? Yeah,
it was a hard to hide.
Ooh. Okay, yeah. So I mean, we'd gotten a bunch of Rawlings. I'd gotten a bunch of Rawlings gloves in about that time, I think. Mm-hmm. And then we that might because actually I think that might was that during Harvey.
No. This wasn't no hurricane. It was just a regular. It was a tropical depression or something like that, and it was just random talk. It wasn't no big storm or nothing like that. So.
Okay. Charles has got a house full of stuff.
Yeah.
So nice. He's good. Charles is good. Charles is good with all that stuff. All our charities, all that charity stuff that we do quite a bit of it. Charles is the one that picks out who gets what. Mm-hmm. I'm usually like, hey, who can we give this to or that, and then Charles decides where it's going to go. And I'm glad he hooked you up. And he does. Charles does a great job with all that stuff. Yeah. And so I get so busy with everything else, and he gets a little more narrow scope of what he's doing and working with everybody and all of that, and I get kind of tied up with emails and trying to find fields and dealing with the rest of the stuff and that. So he does a really good job of that. I mean, we used to do a lot of stuff with like Shriners and stuff. They got kind of difficult to deal with, so we started just trying to find other people, and that's really what he's really good at all that. Charles is great at all that stuff. So
you make sure you make sure you take care of Charles though, because I'll tell you like this: where he goes, I'm going. So.
Man. Hey, Darren. Well,
the only problem with that is that what fields would you be using?
It don't matter.
Hey, Darren.
Bro, we from the hood, so we use this.
Yeah.
Hey, Darren. I appreciate you coming on, man, and we'll stay in touch and just give us any updates, man.
Now, you guys are all awesome. I appreciate y'all.
All right, bro. Appreciate it.
Thanks,
Darren.
All right, man. Thanks, man.
We need to change the description of the show to the long-winded show. We have some people here that love to talk.
Ooh. Let me tell you something, Uncle Steve.
We have good 3 long guests, yeah. Sure.
What the hell happened? The Raiders trade the pick or what?
Yeah, but hey, you see your boy, what's his name, Bill O'Brien?
Yeah, what the hell? What the hell was that? Yeah, what the hell?
He was flipping off the phone like,
man.
He didn't want that pick.
He didn't want that pick at all. I said, why'd y'all have me here?
What do you mean? He's a president, GM, coach. That's on him. Man. Anyway, enough about that. Sorry.
Hey, yeah. So, did you see the comment? Like, BB Corbats are whack. Bring back the aluminum.
I'm with her. Make select baseball. What was it?
Make select baseball.
Where's the other one?
Oh, the other one. I watched it, man. Ooh. That one's the 20. That comes out in November, man.
Oh, okay. Hey, thanks, Nick Rodriguez, for coming on, as well as Crystal Lopez.
Hey, but by the way, I just got tagged on a Facebook post right here, and hold on, let me pull this up.
Man, my phone died.
Did it really?
Oh, you need a charger, bro?
What kind of got?
Man, right here, iPhone.
Nah, I got a Droid, bro.
That Uncle Steve.
Yeah, but I don't have the
Uncle
charger.
Steve uses that, man. Hold on, where's this damn thing? Okay, here it goes. So check this out. For the record, this announcement is coming from the San Antonio team. They just tagged the windup. For the record, the San Antonio Outlaws baseball is not going to rush into baseball tournaments. So they just want to let everybody know. All right.
Okay, good for them.
And their main focus is the TBS in June. But hey, I mean that's like a month away, bro. So that makes no sense.
hey,
What
bro,
depends on
hey,
you?
you said it all, bro. San Antonio.
Yeah. Shout out Mario Bustamante, man.
Hey,
So
when
what
is
is
that
what is
tournament?
y'all's blueprint then? So like, are y'all picking back up or what y'all doing?
If anything, it's going to be like in June.
So, you know, the data comes out like it's like a 5-day delay.
Yeah.
So if we picked up, if we got the green light in May, I'm gonna wait about 9 to 10, maybe 7 to 10 days
To do something?
to do anything
Right.
because I want to see what happens to everybody else,
Right.
Yeah, good call.
and then from there let the data talk. I ain't worried about all the politicians what they all gotta say. Data's data.
So let me ask you a question. So you can play this summer?
Mhm.
You'd be okay to playing this summer?
Yeah, we're gonna play. We're still gonna play, but it's gonna be selective stuff.
Okay. So are you going to go all the way into fall, or what are you going to do?
If it's worth it, maybe. Well, I mean, we're probably realistically we'll probably get 2 or 3 events in.
Okay.
Maybe. I mean, we're still gonna go probably do Elite 32. Depends on what happens in Florida.
Okay.
Just for the make a little vacation out of it because everybody's going to want a vacation after all this chaos.
Right.
But it all depends on that. What the data says and what's going on with the COVID. So
Yeah.
Hey,
It's
hey,
gonna be
you
interesting.
know Miss Shelley right here?
I do know her.
Oh, okay. Cause she played 12U. She played with you?
Yeah.
Oh,
Good people. Her and
So y'all
Jay.
playing next weekend?
No, I don't know. Not playing next weekend. No, she don't play with us anymore.
Oh,
No, I don't even.
Oh, I was
Where'd
about
you
to
get
say-
that from?
Nah, because that was on the post I was tagged on.
Oh, nah, she was here, dude.
Oh! Nick Saban's watching. Hey, I saw him get the COVID test the other day. That boy.
That's
It
a
looked like
tough
it looked like
test.
yeah, it looked like he was tough, man.
That's a tough test. Hey, before we go, Coach Sam, so when are you going to decide? So you're going to end in August? Or when are you going to end?
more than likely.
Okay, so what do y'all do for the winter? I mean,
So-
or fall, excuse me.
So
fall.
so what everything all fall is development for us.
Okay.
That's how we always do it. We let guys compete for the positions because I've been practicing, so they say sometimes and they we let them get out there and play secondary positions, what we call secondary positions, and let them get some work in. But I mean, as soon as World Series, we come back and we off for 6 weeks.
Okay.
Fall ball's not even fall no more. So
Yeah.
fall ball actually used to start in the fall. It doesn't no more. I mean, you in the World Series, and as soon as it's done, you get that email, Darren. Hey, fall league, this and this and that, and all that. Which I get it. It's a marketing thing. And
Right.
I don't blame them for it. I mean, it's smart, but we take a break then. We play a fall league, and we play a fall league. Typically in our age group, if it's a transition year, like 13U,
Right.
but we play up as well. Like this year we played 14U,
Okay.
and we play that as well. And we've always usually played up in the fall.
Okay.
And
Nice.
then I mean it's all about that. We limit it. We shut it down in December until we don't pick back up until February. So we usually shut it down for about 2 or 3 times during the year. We gotta let the arms heal, man. Them Tommy John surgeries are off the wall, bro.
Man,
Right.
talk to us. What does shutting down mean? Like not do anything?
Don't do anything. And I mean I don't tell them don't play no other sport. I say y'all need to play other sport,
Yeah.
especially some of y'all that love that Fortnite. Get something else in y'all's life, man.
Yeah.
Make sure this is what you want to do. I mean, you don't even know you could be a stud in football.
As long as you've been in the game, the burnout rate,
It's
kids.
this age, 13.
Exactly.
13.
I tell people this all the time. You can be a stud at 8, 9, 10, 11. That shit don't matter because at 13, you're going to find out whether you really want to play or not.
Look, and I'm gonna tell you something, bro. I hear all that. Oh, some of them are born with it. Now, hey, like some are born athletes, and some of them get it quicker than others. But when you ain't applying it, and you and I, I'm not trying to say that cliche with hard work beats hard. Hey, the better the kids are better or just better. But at the same time, don't be complacent with that. Don't be complacent. Keep working.
Yeah.
I mean, are you the best version of you that you could be?
Yeah.
Or are you just comparing yourself to your teammates? Because if you just comparing yourself to your teammates, what about the other 5 million kids in the world?
So what do you say to the kid who's trying his best as he possibly can and is working every day, but then when it comes to high school, he's just not good enough?
Look, man, I'm gonna tell you this,
'Cause that's tough.
and I get. I mean, y'all probably could tell. I'm straight up, and I tell a lot of the parents. If you really want to know, I'll tell you. But make sure you can handle the answer.
Yeah.
I mean, make sure you can take it. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm not gonna tell you kid sorry as hell, but I'm gonna tell you, look, he needs to work this, that. I tell him that anyway, but I'm like, he's a role player.
Yeah.
He's a role player right now. If he's happy with it, y'all stay. If not, then y'all could go to another team. Get more reps, whatever. I mean, it's baseball. Right. You got to do what's best for your kid.
Yeah.
Sure. And I don't take that. If you could come up to me, hey, coach, we're leaving because of this, that. Hey, man, I respect you. The best. But if you're too much of a coward to say that and try to blame it on the coach, or you try to blame it on, I don't like that parent, or own it, bro. Just say, I understand my kid's not there. I want him to get more reps. We're going to go to this other team.
Yeah, and there's nothing wrong with that.
And I actually got more respect for it.
There's nothing wrong with that.
I got a question coming on that, Coach. How many kids have you lost or you've recruited right after World Series, like right after?
Bro, I'll be honest with you. I could tell. Let me tell you something. Them parents, some of these parents, they've been around. So they can hide their emotion. They can lie. The kids don't lie. The kids don't lie. The way they talk to you, the way when you talk to them, are they actually buying into it, or are they just kind of like, okay, coach? And if before they were always real attentive and listening to you and everything, and then all of a sudden, just like a light switch, they're not there no more. Somebody somewhere told them something, and it's typically the parents.
Right.
And the kids will tell you everything every time. So I've been doing this so long, I could pick that up, and before we even had the World Series, I'm ready recruiting, bro. I already got the replacement. I'll be honest with you.
Yeah.
And
how does
people,
that go, man?
people will tell you, I was. Who was the Frank the Tank was here, and I think y'all mentioned this one time when y'all were talking about me. Say Sam's always had good teams. Y'all brought that up at one of the episodes. Why do you think that is? That's why.
Yeah.
Because I was one of the. I'll go recruit a kid. I'll go. I mean, I'm not talking about I'm going to taking pictures and all that. I don't do that. But I'll stay and watch a game. I like baseball anyway. I can sit there and watch baseball all day.
Yeah.
But I want to see who's out there.
And they'll come up and talk to you, man.
And they come up to me.
Yeah.
And if they see me there, they'll come up to me. Hey, coach, I'm so and so. And then
That's
and the parents right there, and you could tell.
Yeah.
You could tell when a parent's kind of hanging out there and like, and all that, and. So I'll talk to them.
So when they come talk to you, do you do like the whole Rico Suave thing, or do you the hard ass like, this is how I do things?
I tell them straight up, man. I said, look, depending on what they're looking for and what they're looking for and what they want, I'm just like, hey, this is, well, if you want to come try out. We'll bring you into a practice, see, and I typically give an individual tryout and invite a couple of my real loyal kids that I know are real loyal and bring them in. Mm-hmm. And hey, y'all show up to practice. We're going to practice 4 of us over here, 3 of us over here. Typically a first baseman, that way he could catch the ball. My son's there, and 1 or 2 other kids, and they come in, and we work with them, and we see how
pressure,
they
huh?
Yeah, see how. Yeah, I want to see where you stand out against some of the other kids on my team.
Yeah, have to do that.
Yeah, and then if it works out, then I bring them to the squad, and but I won't cut you in the mid-season unless you do something to really irritate me, or and it's never the kid.
It's always a parent.
It's always a parent. 8 out of 10. And you're not going to sit, especially if you ain't ever played this game, and you ain't ever played a sport, and you're going to sit there and try to tell me, well, man, look. I was like, what did you do in high school, bro? Were you even on the swim team? I mean, like, what did you do? And it'll irritate me. Well, I just think, well, I understand that, and I'll listen to it a couple times, and I'll listen to it, but after a while, I'm not, I'm like, look, hey, man, this is how it is. This is what we're doing. You're either with or you ain't. And I'll tell them straight though. I'll tell them straight. So
I got to give you a nickname, Coach. What you think, Julio? The Lincoln Riley of Pasadena?
Lincoln Riley,
the guy from Oklahoma.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
All right. I hear you.
I can't take Nick Saban's name, man, but.
I don't know. I was the vice president of the Little League for a couple of years too.
Which one, Pasadena?
Yeah, the one off of Deepwater.
Okay.
Yeah, when my son was 12 and my little boy was 4, we won 2 district titles. I coached both teams too.
Nice.
But we won the district and all that other stuff, but I mean, I've been around a lot, man, and then I was coaching select at the same time. So.
Yeah.
But I enjoy it, man. I enjoy it. I like having the kids out and seeing them develop and everything, bro. But it's gotten incredibly difficult. Everybody, and I'm not talking when I say parents. I don't mean them all. Like I got a great set of parents.
Yeah, you have some good parents.
I got some good parents, man. They text me. They show love. I show love to them and the kids. And I mean, I got some great kids on this team. I got some You know, they may not be the biggest, some of them, but man, they got a lot of passion. They got a lot of heart, and you know, they love the game, dude. They love the game, and they could sit there, and I kind of coach it like my football coach used to coach it. Coaches, you know, we straight up, you know, we're gonna let you know when you mess up, but we're gonna tell you how to fix it.
Yeah.
You know, and show you love and all that, but you know, own it. When you screw up, own it. Don't sit there and blame it on I was gonna fill the ball, coach, but a grasshopper got right there. Man, I don't want to hear that, bro. I don't want to hear it's hot over here. Guess what? It's the same temperature on the other side too, bro. You should have been conditioning.
Hey, so coach, so this team that you have now, how long are you gonna take them? As long as you want, or as long as they want?
Adidas?
No, I'm talking the team you have, whether it's with Adidas or whoever. Are you gonna keep this team and go all the way to 17?
I've always said, just my same advice to the parents: do what's best for your kid. I'm always gonna do what's best for my kid.
Okay.
And I say that with all respect to them and with love for them, but I will give them a heads up and I'll let them know. I coach, and it don't even have to deal with them. It's my oldest son. I coach them because they all get to that age when you're the dad. At some point, okay, dad.
All right.
And it usually happens at this age, 13. My oldest son, he didn't give me no flack until he was 16 or 17. He was just then he was kind of like, you know, he still hurt, and he knew I was right, but you know that's why a lot of these dads can't coach their kids. They're like, I can't coach them, coach. I'm like, okay, good. I said, it's you know, you ain't supposed to have.
I'm a big fan of that not happening anyway, because I've seen it, and
cause tension in the dugout.
Yeah, you know, the thing is, everybody says they want to treat their kid differently, and yeah, they may, but then they also really give them the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah,
and so that could cause a problem. But then the problem also is when they get into high school, and that coach don't give a shit.
No,
he don't care what. We have coaches on there. I don't care what you did in select ball. I don't care. I don't care none of that stuff. Can you perform in the 2 tryout days that we're having?
Yep.
If you can't, then you're probably not going to be on the team, no matter who you are.
Yep.
So
I
it's
tell my
kind
players that all the time, bro. And I tell my son that all the time. I said, I'm not going to be there at high school to help you, bro.
Yeah.
Even though I know the coaches and I get along real good with them, and I've coached their Mickey Mantle teams and the Connie Mack teams and all that. I said, bro, they're going to make their decision, and that's all that's to it. I said, and I'm gonna tell you right now, I ain't buying no baked good for $5,000. That shit ain't happening with me, bro.
Hey, you know,
I said so.
When I was coaching Mickey Mantle years ago, you know, the team is the team, right?
Yeah.
And I would get text from the coach, take his ass out.
Yeah.
Why is he on the team? I'm like, dude, this is your team. I mean,
you said start him.
Yeah,
get his ass out. I was like, damn, bro, it's only been 5 pitches.
Yeah. Like, man, take him out. I'm like, oh shit, okay, I'm gonna take him out there. Yeah. But yeah, so it becomes a different ball game, and you know, it's just.
Well, you want them to grow, ready, though. Yeah, but you want them to grow, and that's why I tell my son, like, I have other people. Even with my team, I have other people come in and work with them and talk to them. That way they can hear it from somebody else. And that way they know it. There's truth in what I'm saying, you know, besides it. Because, you know, just in case there's any second guessing or anything, they know it, you know, and they get used to being coached by somebody else as well. You can't just depend on your dad. I mean, even like us, we've always had 4 coaches. And this year, I was like, hey, we got to go down to 2. I said, this ain't 9U no more. They should know what to do. They need this and all this. 2 coaches. Yeah. And one of them is my brother-in-law.
Oh,
and I feel bad, but I mean, sort of kind of feel bad, but I mean, it is what it is. It's the nature of the beast.
Yeah, as you get older, you're only going with 2.
And just like that, at one point, I'm gonna have to step back and let him go. And when it was with PBA, I stepped back at 17U. At 16U is when I stepped back. Right at 16, 17U. I think going into 17U. So their junior year, I stepped back.
I've seen some teams in perfect games just with one coach and the kids at first base.
Yeah. Well, we do that with this team. I did this with this team a little bit, you know, let them have some fun, let them put them on first base and you know, and all that. And they're giving signs, having fun out there. But, you know, and we do it, you know, I mean, of course, it's not a championship game. Yeah, I mean, and that's how they learn.
And because, and I always say this, kids don't see enough baseball or watch enough baseball on TV.
They're not true students of the game.
And you can learn a lot.
Yeah.
But they just don't watch it. I mean, I remember when I was younger, I used to love watching the College World Series. I mean, I remember in June, I was glued to my TV.
Yes.
You know, and I was watching the College World Series, and it was like the thing to watch. But I also remember me and all my friends were watching it too.
That's right.
And so the kids in my neighborhood, I mean, or we'd go to my friend Paul's house or whoever's house we were at. Yeah. We had that old store cable with that little thing.
But you know what it's like? It's I'm gonna tell you, technology ruined a lot of things. Because remember when we were little in the movie? Oh, the movie's gonna come on at 8 o'clock on Thursday. We all waited for that.
Yeah.
Now they get on the. They're watching it.
Yeah.
And I tell my team this. I said technology's done you an injustice because it hasn't taught you patience.
Mm-hmm.
And baseball's a game of patience.
Yeah.
And so it robs you of that.
And unfortunately, they learned that the hard way once they get to high school.
That's right.
That's
right.
Because
they don't know. They don't want to pay their dues because they've been on teams with 11 or even 12 or 13 players. And if they've been Johnny All-Star and they get there as freshmen, they think, hey, bro, you're not playing varsity.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to ride that pine a little bit and pay your dues and all that. This kid's been here 3 years.
Yeah.
And what did they do? Well, I'm gonna transfer high school.
Yeah, that's
and
a
then
lot.
and then they go
to private school,
or go to a private school, or go
homeschool.
or go home, homeschool, or they go to some other team some other high school that nobody first baseman can barely catch a ball.
Yeah,
and he's
but
a senior.
They're a star. But they're
a star though.
Yeah,
and you know what? They don't get picked.
Yeah,
they don't go nowhere.
Nah, and that happens. That happens too. So I mean, it is what it is, man. It is what it is. But yeah. But that's how it goes, man. Mm-hmm. So that's how it goes. So what are you going to be doing this weekend? You hanging out?
Bro,
you working?
Nah, man. Oh yeah, actually, I'm supposed to go in a little bit tomorrow.
You hitting fungo or what?
No, no, we're gonna be in there tomorrow. We'll be in there hitting a little bit tomorrow. We were supposed to go fishing today.
Oh really? Wow.
Man, I do a lot of night. We do night fishing.
For real?
Yeah, my wife gets mad at me because we get out there and we go walking into this wooded area out there by the Galveston Bay, and my wife's like, she's like, man, I'm gonna see you one day.
Oh, damn,
see you on the news one day.
That's y'all's pick.
Who's that? That's the Jets. That's the Jets pick.
Yeah. So y'all fishing and y'all practicing tomorrow?
No, we're gonna practice a little bit for about 2 hours in the cage.
Hit me up, coach.
Everybody's at Cody's place, man. I'm gonna call the cops on y'all's ass.
No, we go late.
About 30 people in there, man.
Nah,
50 people, man.
No, I'm
gonna violating every law.
And I'm gonna tell you what we do when we go. I sanitize it.
Yeah.
I get the chemical that we use like from where I work at. Mm-hmm. And it's the same thing. Yeah, I spray everything. I spray the bleachers, the poles, the nets, the turf, everything. I bring my own baseballs that I spray down at the house.
Yeah.
And we don't use none of the bats or anything. We have our own stuff. So, we do that. We afterwards I give them wipes and stuff. But I mean, we don't got the whole team out there.
Oh, okay.
No. Yeah, I shoot. A couple of them.
I don't know, man.
Some of them text me during the week. Hey, coach, are you hitting this week? I'm like, yeah, and I let them know when I'm going to be out there. And typically, it's only 1 or 2 at most.
Oh, okay.
It's only 1 or 2 at most.
But then you must not be there when Junior's there, because I see about 30 people there.
Nah,
Cody's
man.
I go right at 6, 7.
Nah, I'm there at 7:30 or 8.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And I mean,
I think by the time you get there, coach,
my kids are older.
Getting out, right?
Yeah, my kids are older, so we can stay up later. But nah, true story. One time, Junior went to. They were ready running by 15 minutes late, and he wanted to go in there and give a speach.
Oh yeah.
I know he knew I was mad. Yeah. I know he knew I was mad because Cody had already ran me a little hot that day. Period. And then Junior in there. All right, fellas. I'm not.
Tell him, coach. Tell him.
I'm like
standing on the bucket.
I'd have thrown a ball.
But you know what? But I'm gonna tell you, I would have any other day. I wouldn't have been upset. I wouldn't have been upset. But Cody had already ran me a little hot that day. So I was like.
And the funny thing was like.
And one of your parents said something because they knew I was mad.
And then like. Actually, Cody texted me. He's like, dude, get the fuck out. I was like, oh, my bad. All right, guys, we taking this outside. It's because the problem with me, man, like when I get into the speeches, like, I go in, bro. Like, I'm just like, look,
ain't
guys,
nobody want to hear that
this
after
is a
2-hour practice.
With the universe on the line, you have, you know what I'm saying? And
double A universe.
It gets the man, double A.
Back on that
double A, man. I'm not even gonna go there with Steve.
No, hey man, I can't talk about nothing about that because my wife's like, we after the games, and I get winded sometimes, and then I get long winded, and then my wife's like, oh, I'll be in the car. tells my other son or my daughter, oh, I'll be at the car. She goes, I'm coming too, Dad. Mom, I'm coming too.
Nah, I've gotten better. I don't go too long. Maybe like I cut it down to like a minute now too. Maybe
it's called passion.
Santos don't even like to do it, but Brian, man, if you ever want to hear a motivational speech to change your entire life, listen to Coach Brian. He probably goes about like 15, 30 minutes after the game.
For what? Hey, can they even understand Santos?
Look, nah, cause Santos like Santos don't. I'm telling you, Santos don't like to talk that much. He's like, y'all handle it. You guys have the one-liners.
He does he's the most quiet instructor I've ever seen.
Hell yeah.
Nah, he's good, man. I just like to razz him a little bit.
Hey, well, you were there when we were running the kids, right?
Yeah, I said, man, y'all wearing out that damn turf, bro. I said, come on, man. You know, Cody bought this at you know, dollar store already, and then you gonna run that turf out like that? Come on, bro.
Oh, that's funny.
Oh man,
I'm just joking, man. He got a nice facility, bro. I mean, we love being there, man. He's a good academy, good guy and everything, bro. But nah, yeah, Jim be running them and shit. Man, you can do that when they get older. They ain't trying to hear that shit. So
They're not trying to hear none of that stuff.
Man, that's why
they're ready to go.
Shit, Chick-fil-A closes in 10 minutes, coach.
Hey man, I already know it. That's why I told Steve this is my last year. I'm gonna retire. I want to be that dad in the bleachers.
I thought he retired last year. Julio?
No, I retired from the 10U game.
We gotta check the tapes on that.
I could have sworn you retired, but anyway. So that's good, man. That's good. So you're going to be working out tomorrow. You working out tomorrow too? Y'all working out?
Yeah. Well, shit. I guess I'll go with Coach if that's cool.
Yeah.
You're just chilling
at the house.
Look, I wanted to sleep in, man. I've been up since 3 a.m. I just want to sleep in tomorrow, and wake up and have a great day.
Really?
Steve, how about that?
Okay.
It's gonna be some nice weather this weekend.
Yeah, it is.
It was nice today. A
it
little
was nice.
A little
It was
bit on
windy,
the hot
but
side, but it was good.
Man, that morning was awesome, bro.
Oh yeah, this morning was.
I was looking at. I said,
was.
man, I bet you the fish are fucking biting and shit. And I look on Facebook, guys that ain't ever caught fish
catching
all this shit.
Santos.
I've been itching.
Santos.
Ice chest full, brown,
Yeah.
brown there, reds. I'm like, oh man.
Oh man, I'm not a big fishing guy.
I've been itching to go. I need to
I'm
take
a
the
big
boat
fishing
out.
guy. I had a
just haven't
boat,
had the
but
chance to.
I'm a jet ski guy now.
Oh, it wasn't a boat. It was a yacht.
No. It was a boat. No.
It was a boat. It was a boat on the yacht.
It was a boat. I couldn't wait to get rid of that shit.
He's like, what are you talking about? It was only a 75-footer.
Yeah.
There was a boat. There's jet skis on the boat.
No.
Come on, Unc.
No, man. I just get bored real quick.
Yeah.
And that's why I don't play poker anymore. I used to play poker, and then something happened, and then, dude, I can't sit there and just be there. I got to do something.
I it's like that at the house. Man, my wife gets upset. She's always telling me, why can't you just stay home? She goes, it hurts you to just stay still. I said, be here. I said, no. I've been doing, because we've been doing this for so long that I'm not, we're always used to traveling. We're used to being out on the road and, out and about or being at the facility, hitting somewhere, doing fielding, doing something. But
dang, that's messed up. Did you see that?
Yeah, I just saw it.
No. It was about
Bill
O'Brien
trade. That was done. The trade was
Detroit.
Detroit, and they backed out last minute. All right, that makes sense.
Man,
Hey, before we go, we gotta address that page thing, man.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Let's go around, run through it real quick.
So let me go ahead and run through it. Let me pull this up.
No, take your time. Hey, take your time because But while you're taking your time, let me read something off. So C4 is a sponsor of one of the sponsors of the Texas Showcase Circuit Summer Collegiate Wood Bat League, and so they're gonna have 28 to 30 games with an end of the season tournament. All games are played on turf fields at Mission Baseball Academy in San Antonio. All games are on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday at 8 o'clock. And that's to help the players for travel time and those who work and have a summer job or going to school, whatever. The league starts June 1st and will finish the first weekend of August. Team spots and individual player spots are still available. So it's a collegiate wood bat league in San Antonio.
Awesome. Congrats.
Yeah, so if you want any information, email texasshowcasecircuit@gmail.com or call 512-799-9275.
All right.
So I'm going to be out there.
Cool.
I actually sending some players. We may have a team too, but as of right now, got some pretty good players on
I used to like going to the one in Dallas, the high school.
Yeah.
It's good. That's a good excuse just to get away.
Yeah, and there's some good games, man. I mean, when I was in California a couple of years ago, man, I went to a couple of those collegiate wood bat leagues. Man, awesome. I mean, because you don't know. I mean, okay, I didn't know any of the kids over there, obviously, but just like you, I like going to watch baseball. So I went, man, I saw some good kids. I'm just like, wow.
Yeah, California got some talent, bro.
Yeah, they do. They do. And so, so just be on the lookout for that. That's a summer collegiate league. And so if you want to play, like I said, just email texasshowcasecircuit@gmail.com and they'll give you more information.
All right.
So, Junior, you ready about the page?
Yeah.
Because apparently there's a lot of people wanting to know about the page.
Everybody wanted
so
me to
give
clarify.
your description of why we had to, why it had to be done.
Why this had to be done? Well, number one, it had to be done to clean it up. All right. We've had a lot of just spam come through the page. Okay. We've had a lot of people just try to post on there, just random stuff, and then we get those 30 posts about people from all over the world that do uniforms at better rate and faster time and blah blah blah. And then we had a couple raffles in there, and then people that hop in there start selling training aids and all that. And then same thing for like companies or individuals. And I think everybody kind of understood what I said as to what tournaments, leagues, showcases, training aids, devices, any products you're trying to sell, or any uniform, apparel services, no raffles, right? Joey Marcus is now going to be running the raffles through the page. But the biggest thing, I think everybody understood what I was saying, but it came down to the no self-promotion, right? Because everybody's like, well, you're kind of like promoting yourself.
Or the
right?
tryouts.
Or the tryouts or whatever. What I mean by self-promotion is this. We've had plenty of guys that'll hop on the page and just say that they are the best hitting instructor, or the best pitching guy, or the best this, or the best that. And, at the end of the day, are you going to write on my Barry Bonds page? Here.
We're not talking about that.
But what I meant by that is like just no self-promotion, as like I don't want anybody to go in there and say like, hey, I'm better than this guy or better than that guy. I know some people were like, well, can we post videos of our kids? Yeah, I mean, yes.
Little Johnny, if y'all want to post up a little Johnny hit a home run or something, y'all go ahead. That's not what that meant. Like what that meant was just self-promotion, as like you're trying to promote any of the things above that list. Just get with me. I'll give you the information. The goal behind this is the Check Down podcast, our sister brother podcast. Yeah, sister podcast.
They started to do a thing, and we're gonna get involved in it where we want to be able to sponsor these SAT tests for junior and seniors in high school throughout the entire city. So I'm just trying to be able to, raise money to eventually help out the kids that really need it. And that way, we could try to make a difference in the community. So that's pretty much what that's about, man. We're going to try to do different things for, the high school kids around here. And, that's pretty much what it is. So, I mean, y'all saw the post throughout the week. I mean, some of them got deleted. Most of them got clean. If they're still on there, they're good. If they're not on there, you'll get a Y when it's like
if we delete the post, we're gonna post
like
up
a reply,
an
automated reply to it. So that's what I meant by that. Just hit me up. I know a couple people already hit me up about they're gonna start posting their facilities and camps and all that, man. That's all fine and dandy. We are gonna make a page or a post for tryouts. So instead of having 30,000 posts, because people don't scroll down, it'd be a lot easier. I'm gonna make it by age. So there'll be like a 6U post, a 7U post, an 8U post, and then what you'll do there is on a comment you'll post your tryout or your information, and that way it's easier for people to navigate. I'm trying to just clean up the page so it's easier for people to get in the content that they're looking for and stuff like that. And that's
but also we had to clean up that page. There was just too much crap on there. I mean, and it became a job just making sure that uniforms weren't on there. We're not trying to kill people's business, but we're also trying to clean up the page and make sure that the interaction is all about baseball and all this and all that. And so that's it comes with the territory. Yeah. I mean, we just have to do it. It literally, Coach, became a job.
Well,
every day.
The thing is, if you have too much of that, it's going to turn people off to your page.
Exactly.
It's going to turn people off to your page, and it's depleting the whole purpose of having it.
Yeah. And so, I mean, people keep on coming on, trying to do this, that, the other. Hey, listen, we can work with you, but man, you just can't be spamming the same shit over and over and over again.
Yeah.
People get tired of it. I mean, hell, we got tired of it, and so
it becomes a full-time job.
Yeah,
man.
and that's exactly what it was. I mean,
yeah.
People don't understand it. Yeah. It really is, and we're trying to clean it up just to make sure that everybody can enjoy the page what it was intended for.
Yeah,
and it wasn't intended for the one post every single 10, 20 minutes.
And then remember, coming like in the fall now with baseball ramping up, we're going to be involved in more of the tournaments that are going around the city. So the idea is we're gonna start, posting a lot of more live streams of games, through all age groups.
Wind Up TV.
Wind Up TV, exactly.
We're working on that.
We're gonna have tents pop-up tents with merchandise and all that. And the idea is just to like the shirt says, like the shirt that I wore last week. We're just trying to make it fun again, man. A lot of you guys have taken the fun out of it, like Coach Sam was saying, and I'm here to bring the fun back, baby. I'm here to bring the fun back. Hey, look,
I'll tell you what, bro. I'll do some on-site commentary. Y'all need some nonsense. I'll go out there and do some interviews, and when y'all get that live thing going.
Yeah. Well, it's.
I mean, how fun was it at the S30, Steve? Like,
it was fun.
Like, just the crowd, everybody interacting with us giving feedback. I felt like a little celebrity, man. Like, it felt cool, like it felt cool. I got a lot of love, and I know Coach Corey Gafford is tuning in right now. I'm wearing your shirt. I appreciate this. I got this.
Hey, happy belated birthday, Coach, man. I forgot. I was gonna hit it on Facebook, and I don't know what happened. I just forgot.
Yeah. So hey, I'm wearing Coach Gafford's shirt he gave me.
Okay.
So I appreciate it. And then the Coach Sam over here just drop kicked the microphone or something.
My earphone got disconnected.
Yeah. Just move over, Coach. You're good.
Yeah, just move over.
But,
turn that one on. Who do?
Little celebrity. Come on, Tim. I'm gonna go find you. I'm gonna go find you at that store.
Great store, by the way.
Mention that store again.
New Balance Houston, 1800 South Post Oak.
I hope I got that right. Hey, Thomas Johnson. Hey, Thomas Johnson ain't lying. He got burned out of reporting the Post.
Thomas is good. He does a good job of telling us what to do.
Hell yeah, Thomas keeps that up. He might get a promotion.
Hey guys, real quick if I can, I just want to say shout out to my boys. Some of them kids are listening right now.
Good.
Parents.
Yeah.
Shout them out, man.
All of them. Go ahead.
To Anthony Fuentes, one of our middle infielders, Jace Monroe, Andrew Solis, Adrian Torres, Isaac Marrero, my son, of course, Jaden Deschantel, who's Louis Armis, Grayson Youngblood, new pickup that we picked up, pretty good.
It's a badass last name.
And then who else I got? Peyton Kitchens. Man, if I forget somebody, it's gonna be bad. Who else? Ricky Rikina, Max Martinez. Oh man, I hope I've gotten everybody. How many kids is that?
I don't know, Coach. It was like 10.
Man. Let me see. If I remember, I'll throw that in back out there.
Oh, trust me. If you don't say their name, you'll know by the time you get home.
Yeah. We're out.
Yeah.
We're
not going to try.
Man. Gabriel Burnell. He was just with me last night, man. Hitting. Yeah. Golly. He's like, dang, Coach, I even asked you what time you going to be on and everything. Man, see that?
Go ahead, check your roster right now, Coach. Make sure you got
my phone's dead, bro. I would have. My phone's dead.
Man. That's what happens when you got an Android, man.
Well, I'm still going hot. Nah, that's what happened. Coach just didn't charge his phone. That's all.
Yeah.
Man, hey, Tim Johnson, I'm sorry. It's 1800 Post Oak. Sorry about that. I think I said South Post Oak. Yeah. Hey, are we?
Adrian Torres.
We talked about that. Oh, hey. So, Tim Johnson wants to know.
As long as he donates to us for our Lambo truck first.
Can we post the GoFundMe for the World Series?
Oh, okay. Already. So we talked about it at the beginning of the show. I'm not playing with y'all. Y'all going to see a GoFundMe page. If these teams can get away with it, the Wind Up podcast, we'll have a Lambo truck.
We need a Lambo truck.
Y'all donate for our Lambo truck, our shades, our hand sanitizer for Steve, and beer for Julio. And we're going to wrap the Lambo truck, and we're going to park it at all of the events. And when you see the lamb, you know it's going to go ham. So, I'm just saying, man. I'm just saying.
They could go ham.
Oh man, that's funny.
What kind of ham we talking?
Man, smoke ham,
press ham,
Black Forest,
anything you want. And if we don't have it, Frank the Tank Team 7 Grillers can make it happen for you. Not only can they do that, but they can smoke brisket in 2 hours, man.
Yes, you can.
That's a fact, Jack. Hey, but anyways.
Hey, shout out to Big Country, man. You know Big Country?
Yeah. No,
Big Country talking all that mess about Jake Fromm going in the first round. He's still on the board.
Ooh. Oh, yeah, that was a sleeper pick, right?
That was a sleeper pick, yeah. He's still asleep. So, shout out to
Coach has to make sure he got everybody.
Yeah.
Shout out to my boy Country.
We're going to give you a few more minutes, Coach.
Yeah,
you got plenty of time.
But no, great Friday night, great show. Thanks to thanks to
real
Joey
hold on,
Campos.
let me not forget about
Coach
this.
Sean.
What was going on with Backyard Ballers, man? They had like a parade. Was it somebody's birthday or something? And how come I didn't get the invite?
Was it kind of like Santos' birthday? We just drove around, gave him some toilet paper?
Santos' birthday had like 4 cars. The Backyard Ballers had about 50. I got tired watching it, man. I was just like, another car.
Oh, man. Shout out Backyard Ballers, man. Much love out there to
man, hey,
Kyle.
Come on, country, man. You should be shaking your head for backing Jake Fromm. I actually like him, though. So, but anyway, so what are you doing this weekend? Nothing? Chilling?
Like I said, I've been trying to go fishing every weekend.
Are you going to go fishing? Or
I'm trying to.
So what's going to stop you?
Just stuff. I got chores to do at the house. I got errands and stuff.
Are you going to make that chicken coop 2-story?
Shit,
no kidding, right? Nice.
But yeah, every time I try to get away, something else comes up. So
okay, nice.
Hopefully I'll be on the water soon.
Yeah, that's good to hear, man. That's good to hear. Well, as we
still need a Southwest and a Northwest team captain for the softball tournament.
Okay, do you have enough players for that?
Yes, the Southeast team has
Southeast
loaded up. We have a whole college roster. We have 40 guys.
Yeah, 40 guys on that team.
Bro.
Really? Are they any good?
I looked at everybody, man. Everybody's playing like top level softball. I'm like,
what
man.
is top level softball?
Bro,
Playing
I'm a
Sunday?
pinch runner. I can pinch run.
No, you come. You're in the Southeast squad, bro.
What's a top level softball player?
I don't know. I think it goes like
you play on Sunday,
right? A, B, or something like that.
Oh, I have no idea, dude. Wow. That's a different thing.
That's a whole nother world.
Yeah, that is a whole other world.
Yeah, but the Southeast team is ready to go.
Southeast is ready. Them Mexicans ain't got nothing else to do.
Hey,
ain't got nothing else to do.
I think
but to play softball.
Nah, to be honest,
they ain't got nothing. How many Mexicans on the street?
Man, out of 20, 25 people, I think we got about like 6, 7 Mexicans, man.
Only 6?
Straight up.
Whoa.
What else do you got?
We got a bunch of home run hitters.
No. I'm talking about like if you ain't got Mexicans.
Oh, we got all kinds of people in there, man.
All Mexicans.
White,
Mexican Americans.
We love every. You know, Southeast so diverse.
This must be League City or something.
yeah. Actually, they're
Santa Fe
all the way down.
All the way down.
Look,
Okay.
I wasn't stupid. Look at the picture of the quad. Like I extended the lines to go.
He made the border.
Yeah.
Your daddy did.
Go around for Pearland.
So if you look at ours, we can go all the way down to Galveston if we want to. So G County, holla at me.
Kima, Lake City,
everybody.
Louisiana.
Yeah, because the Northwest, Northeast, and the Southwest, man, it's fair game.
Yeah.
I mean, I heard there's a lot of ballers down in Needville. I mean, Southwest need to hop, go over there, and then Northwest.
So how's the response going for Southwest?
Well, look, this whole week I've been like really, really busy, so I haven't even kept up with it. But I need to go back and start like setting everything down because I mean we just got the okay to use the rack. So
yeah, I didn't hear that. Did you
said
hear that? Did Darren say he can use the rack?
He said, go ahead.
It kind of sounded like
he said, come. You can come and bring your kid too.
He said, bring your kid to work during the weekday.
No, we're working. That's what I thought.
Yeah.
No, he said, come with it.
We need Darren, if you're listening, we need some confirmation.
I don't think he said that, but okay.
I think he did.
Yeah.
If not, we're gonna show up anyway. They're gonna show up anyway.
Yeah.
$5 apart. Actually, after last week, $15 apart. Yeah. So,
that'd be funny as hell.
Shit, he's gonna be out there. Darren ain't gonna waste. He's not gonna waste the opportunity to get some cash.
Man, what's up, man?
Yeah, so
man,
but
hey, I miss baseball, man. I miss seeing everybody at the fields, man. The San Antonio classified for Northwest, man. Go ahead, Jake. Make it happen.
Jake. Even though you live in the Woodlands, so yeah.
Yeah. Hey,
that's about as north as you can get.
Hey, but I miss waking up early, man, on Saturdays and
Sundays.
And Sundays. And Sundays. I wasn't done, Coach. And Sundays, but hey, man. I'm gonna get some shit. Frank the Tank gonna text me. What'd he say last week? I'm a sponsor, damn it. Say what I want. Like, all right, Frank. I saw that shit. I was like, all right, Frank. Say what you want, man.
Oh, man.
They're trying to roast me.
Oh, yeah, you got to pay gate fees. So, so it's all good. But Coach Sam, thanks for coming.
Hey, man,
thanks for the hat, man. Love my hat.
Hell
I'm
yeah.
an Adidas guy, even though I don't play for Adidas. But, so it is what it is. Thanks for coming. Thanks for sharing and talking and giving us your knowledge on here. Yeah. Thank our callers, Joey Campos, Long, Coach Sean, Inna. Long.
Yeah.
Darren Larson.
I thought
Long.
I thought you said going to say long.
No, I'm just giving them mess. But hey, all three of them, they gave us they gave us information that we needed.
Yeah.
So it was all good. It was all good. Hopefully we can get Charlie Hayes. Like I said, I was not lying. I talked to him for an hour. I laughed 59 minutes.
Man, that'd be awesome.
That guy was just fun. And I don't know. He was just telling the stories.
Yeah.
I mean, he was just.
That's what we need.
It's just wild. Oh, just to get wild, man. What he told me, I don't know if we can if we can say it on here, but we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. So we'll see what's going on. Julio, Junior, what you got going on this weekend?
Man,
just
nothing
chilling?
much. I'm just gonna chill. Man, I don't know. I guess I'll go work out a little bit with Coach. I don't know. Julio got like 7 pits from his neighbor, so I might try to smoke some brisket myself. I don't know, bro.
$1.99 at HEB.
I'm like going crazy, man. I don't
what are you
know
going crazy for?
Just, I know, I got TV, whatever, but like I just want to go out, bro. Like you don't understand, like,
dude. You're always out. You're always at Cody's. You're not at Cody's. You're on the field. What else you want?
No. What I mean is
not
like
the same.
No, you need to make some cookies. That's what you need to do.
What
you need to help Issa.
What I mean is like going to a restaurant, sitting down, having a meal, like that's the stuff I miss, man.
Y'all go to Mamacita's right here on Spencer?
Hell
No, it's too far for me.
Oh yeah, you're up. Yeah.
Nah. Is it good?
Yeah, it's
margarita,
good. Okay.
Margaritas are good.
Are they?
Yeah,
Okay.
my homeboy, he owns that place, and
Okay.
him and his brother. I used to coach his son.
You think he'll open it up for us?
Yeah, I'm sure he will.
No, oh, you talking about like with the COVID? No, I thought no, because they have a ballroom and like we used to do poker tournaments.
Oh, for real?
The PBA. And
Okay,
stuff like
nice.
That, Mike Portita and Darren
Cool.
Force.
Yeah, nice,
what's up.
man. Yeah, it's it is what it is, man. It is what it is. But it's gonna be a nice weekend. So watch the draft. You still got 2 more days of the draft? No, tomorrow's the last day, right?
Yeah, tomorrow's the last day.
Tomorrow's the last day.
Thomas Johnson ain't lying. I do want to go dance. I actually want to go to downtown, just hang out by the bars. I mean, I miss that stuff, man. I'm still young. Y'all don't forget, I'm still young, man.
You don't go to the Hop?
No.
You know what the Hop is?
Yeah.
No, I have no idea.
He said yeah. Julio said yeah.
I know where it's at.
It's over there,
Where's
Clear
that?
Lake.
Clear Lake out there on Highway 3 and Space Center, right?
Yeah.
No, not Space Center.
For real?
Bay Area.
Bay Area.
Man, nice. Okay.
No, it says. No, I'm just joking. Right? You don't want to go.
Oh, bro. Hey, I don't know. You ever been to Show Palace? How about Show? Y'all been at that club called Show Palace?
Bro, if you're from the Pasadena area, that's a rite of passage.
Rite of passage.
Yeah.
That's
Show
a rite of
Palace?
passage,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah. You're
That's
right,
a rite of
man.
passage.
Show Palace. Shout out to Show Palace.
Hey, man, but
But you got to park across the street and drag the ice jets across Spencer first.
Yeah.
What, for Show Palace?
It's BYOB.
BYOB.
No, I know that. I know that. I haven't been there in a while. So
Hey, but real quick before we go, man, don't forget to donate to our GoFundMe for the Lambo truck,
and for the World Series.
for the World Series, and for the Lambo truck.
Really?
Look, whoever gives the all right, I'll do this, man.
What are you gonna do?
Just because I'm a nice person. Whoever donates the most, I'll let him borrow the Lambo truck.
Okay, yeah.
One day.
I
One
can see
day.
that
He
happening.
said once it got to 100,000 miles on it.
One day. One day around Baseball USA or wherever the hell we're playing. You can drive around, take pictures, put it on your Snapchat. But, man, help the wind-up get the Lambo truck. If all these teams are asking for a World Series, we want a Lambo truck.
Really?
We'll take a black Bentley as
Okay.
well, so we can match it up with your white one.
Yep. Well, we could possibly do that. But anyway, before we go, man, want to shout out our sponsors once again: C4 Bat Company, Issa Cookies, Rick Web Design, who I talked to today for like about an hour.
Chris is good, dude.
Yeah, Chris is a very good dude. He's redoing my C4 website, so that's coming up soon. Ferrari Michelada Mix and Frank the Tank with Frank the Tank. What? Grill 7?
Team 7 Grillers.
Yeah, man, my bad.
He's got a
Frank.
long name, man.
My bad, Frank.
I told him
he needs a logo, dude. He needs a Facebook page or something.
I already told him, like, the logo he showed us. Didn't he show us the logo last week? Man, it was
With the tank?
player with his face and everything in it.
That was.
I was like,
I'm
Frank,
with you, bro.
dude.
Yeah,
what?
we told him. We said,
Yeah,
dude.
he's like,
oh, man, I don't like it.
was
I'm like, bro,
Frank, dude,
that's
you're
you.
changing the game.
Yeah,
man.
yeah. So shout out to all our sponsors. Be on the lookout. Next week, we're coming out next week. Check the check down on. And hey, you see Rob trying to get this hat?
Yeah.
Man, 4A, you ain't getting no hat, bro. Only thing he worried about is San Marcos football. They don't win no playoff games. They don't do nothing.
Hey,
Neither
man.
does San Antonio.
Hey, man.
While I'm thinking about it.
I swear to God,
I don't win nothing.
You could have thought the Cowboys won the Super Bowl or the lottery
Sure did.
by land, man. All the Cowboys fans came out. All the little cockroaches came out. Oh, it's safe to come out. It's safe to come out. So I got in an argument with some dude today about. He said, man, the Cowboys receiving core is like the best in the NFL. I'm like, dude,
They're trash.
You serious, bro? And then I started like, he's like, who's better? I was like, well, first of all, you got the Chiefs and then you got the Texans, right? And then you can argue for the Saints now with Emmanuel Sanders. You know, you could put the Buccaneers. You have to put the Buccaneers up there.
Yeah.
But, man, I swear, my brother-in-law called me yesterday. He was, like, so excited. He's like, bro, Super Bowl. I'm like,
He sounded like you, huh?
I was like, yeah. No, dude, I don't want to talk about that, man.
That don't do no good if you ain't got nobody who can throw the ball.
Yeah, man.
Hey, man.
Man, I remember.
Shout out to Rob.
Yeah, man. Shout out, Rob. Shout out,
Hey,
out
you
my
know what?
friends.
We were talking about the LeBron Jordan on the check down.
Great show, by the way.
If he didn't, let me tell you something. This is how I knew more about basketball than Rob, because all he did was kept interrupting me. If he didn't interrupt me and I could make my point, but you know what happens, Coach?
Right.
I knew more than him.
The last 5 minutes of that show was gold. So if you haven't listened to it, go listen to it.
Yeah.
Hey, Coach, who you got,
Awesome.
LeBron or Jordan?
Bro, I can't believe you even asked me that.
All right.
Jordan, bro. Jordan.
Okay. We asked that to Unc right here, and he said Kareem.
They're Kareem.
I said, I ain't never grow up saying I want some Kareems.
Some
I'm going to go look at the Chuck
Kareem
Taylors.
Hey.
Abdul-Jabbar. What if I said Larry Bird, bro?
Man, okay.
Nah, I wouldn't know.
I was like, okay. I mean, that
so-
would have been good for the debate.
So it was some good debate. It's not my fault, Rob. I know more basketball than you do, but that's just how it goes. I mean, you know, they don't play. Do they play basketball in San Marcos?
I don't know.
Because they don't play no football over there. I
Yeah,
know
they-
that for a fact.
They may not have nobody talking. though.
They don't play no. I never see them.
Soccer?
I never see them at any state championship. But that's just me.
Man.
And that's just me. But I don't know. Shout out to Rob.
Shout out Rob.
Man, what are you
Shout
talking-
out Roy.
Shout out to my guy, Rob. You're still not going to get a cap. Anyway, next week we'll do the Barry Bonds steroid edition.
I want to change the title on this
All
show.
right, Tim.
Yeah.
All right, Tim. Next week, for sure, we're going to talk Barry Bonds. Look, I actually brought all the numbers and everything. I was ready to roast and
then
make my case.
And then we took calls.
No, it's because like we're sitting down. we were sitting down the other day and like throughout this whole COVID stuff, like we were watching old games on YouTube. So, you know, I'm watching these games and I said, man, there was one dude growing up that like I just like I'm missing. And then out of nowhere, I was like, Barry Bonds, because I was like 10 years old in 2002. So I was like, man.
So you think he's the best?
Well,
Larry
not
Bonds
at that point, but when I mean best hitter, for sure.
No.
I mean, you know, it's incredible, but we'll get into that topic.
Yeah, we'll get into that next week.
But Jalen did say, hey, who is your favorite player? And I showed him, you know, growing up, I thought Nomar Garciaparra was God, dude.
Oh, he was trash.
There was no highlights on YouTube of this man.
'Cause he was trash.
Except the batting ritual. I mean,
Because the
batting gloves?
Jalen was like, who's better, Jeter or this guy? I was like, man, judging by the videos, I mean, the search only has 5. I mean, I can't
only
make my
5
case.
plays.
Yeah, that's a nice way of putting it.
I can't make my case, son, but he's still one of my favorites. But it's fun.
Yeah. Well, we'll talk about that next week. Yeah. So everybody tune in on Wednesday around 8:00 to the Check Down podcast. I don't know who they're going to have. I didn't look at the thing.
They always
so I
have
apologize.
fire.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, they have they have the best high school football coaches that come on in the state. Better than Vite, better than anybody. Y'all saw that little thing I sent you.
Yeah,
right?
usually we'll get the coaches first, and then Vibe comes behind us.
Whoever we get on Wednesday, Vibe will get on Friday.
Yeah.
This is how it is. I mean, you know, and so that's just how it goes, and we'll get more views. But
Man, they're already calling me to start this league, man. So
they'll be all right because they ain't got nothing else to do. But anyway, so we got to go. Like I said, Wednesday, check down next Friday, wind up. Be on the lookout for Wind Up TV. Be on the lookout for us broadcasting and being at high school football games moving forward. So for Coach Sam, Junior Aguilar, Julio Ramirez, I'm Steve Medina. Thanks for tuning into the Wind Up podcast brought to you by the Wind Up Media Group. Have a good weekend. Stay safe and practice social distancing.